right? Put it in my title. I'm so excited.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Let's get scandalous. All right. Welcome, everybody. Hey. This is John with HSFL Paranormal, guys. I have Kelsey's Paranormal and Diary of Her Mind. We are here to talk about a certain discussion. So I hope you're ready for this awesome live stream, guys. Can you tell if a place is really haunted? That is the question of this evening, guys.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
Absolutely. So we are going to get started here, fam. Let me get this tweeted out. Let's see here. All right.
Now I need to get to.
It's good. It always takes a second. It always says that, and like it's not setting my. I swear, my notifications never go out. I don't know what it is.
That's not showing up there.
All right, guys, welcome. Hey, Pamela Jane, welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Pamela.
All right.
I'm gonna hop out chat. Has your computer been slow lately? Because mine has been so slow.
Yeah, my internet, it's mostly my internet. My internet can tend to have issues sometimes.
Okay. Greg wants to know, what is the name of the program you use on your computer for backgrounds and stuff? It's just Zoom.
Yeah, this is just Zoom, but I'm integrating it with ChromaCam, ChromaCam. Creates a virtual green screen behind you, and it allows you to basically delete your background, and then I just insert a photo behind it. It's pretty simple stuff. Hey, Tammy in Wyoming, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. All right, let's find out here, guys.
Y'all go ahead and share this out if you can.
I am doing that right now as we speak.
I got it shared out.
Yep.
This is a big water.
What is a big water?
This is a big water bottle. It's a whole quart.
Oh yeah, no
problem. Or a whole liter, I mean.
Okay, I think I got it shared out to quite a few groups here. Alrighty, guys. Okay, perfect. And I just need to share it out to my Facebook YouTube page. And I think I've shared it out to quite a few places. Nice and icy, says Pamela. Oh, definitely. Guys, so I just wanted to spend a little second and share this out. So yes, we are going to be talking about, can you really tell if a place is haunted? And what is your thoughts on that situation?
What's those thoughts, guys? You have to use your brain.
First, I want to hear from our friend Kelsey and what she thinks. And how can you really tell if a place is haunted or not?
You put me on the spot like that.
Oh,
golly, how can I tell? Well, if you are an empath, as I am myself, you are going to feel things, energies around you anyways, regardless if people are there or not. I can do both. I can feel energies from people. Say if, you go to Walmart, for example, you walk into Walmart, you're going to feel like most everyone's emotions in that place.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you walk into an abandoned home, an abandoned building, an abandoned hospital, you're going to feel every emotion that was in that hospital at once.
Uh-oh.
Boomer.
Some little birdie tells me I'm going to have to invite Boomer.
Oh, God, please don't. I'm just kidding. Love you, Boomer. But yes, that feelings, of course, and Pamela also feels feelings and a vibe, yeah. But it's not just that. Like, you know, a lot of people, myself included, have witnessed things with their physical eye, or their ear. Exactly. Like there, sometimes you can feel those things. You can feel a touch. It just really depends on the location you're at. To me, you know, some places just have literally nothing, which is a rare occasion. Most places, regardless of if you're in a building or not, have some type of vibe there. Um, you know, you can go out to the middle of nowhere, but people once stood there. You know, people once had a home there. I'm sure. You know, it's that's really how I feel about it, I guess. Um, just depends more so on the feeling for me, I guess.
Hey, welcome to AK Explorations. Thank you
Hey,
so much for
AK,
joining.
what's up?
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Shoot, I'm glad I didn't say.
We're just talking about this.
Hi, guys.
No,
I didn't know.
We're just making people up in our head, you know.
Oh, yeah. We're just the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, God.
Sleep, Boomer, sleep. What is sleep?
Hey, Gail B, how's it going? Welcome.
Hey,
Let me get
Gail.
my shirt back on. Yeah, we don't want to see your moves.
Aw, he can't bring his pepperonis up here. Love you, Boomer. Love you.
All right, hold on, Boomer. Let me get Google up so I can bring you up for a little bit. It's always good to hear Boomer's 2 cents on.
Yeah, but we got to remind him it's not all about him, okay?
That is true. It is not all about Boomer. At least on my streams.
No, it's all about me on your streams.
Yes, exactly. All right. So, getting back to the chat now. We got Boomer D, we got Diary of Your Mind up here on panel. We have AKA Explorations, Gail B, Pamela Jane, Tammy in Wyoming, Irish Whiskey Paranormal. I believe that's everybody so far that's actually chatting in the chat. So welcome to everybody who's just joining us tonight on HSFL Paranormal. And we're going to be talking about a few different paranormal subjects. I'm going to start trying to do these discussions more. And guys, it's the countdown to Halloween, guys. There is only 30 days until Halloween. And I am going to be doing a haunted house Halloween special. I'm not going to release it until we're there. We're going to have quite a few paranormal YouTubers from the state of California joining us. So definitely wait until then. It's going to be insane. I got some new paranormal equipment coming, and it's going to be really, really awesome.
Can I tell you something that just happened? So my dad, he dozed off in here. He came back in here and he dozed off sitting there, you know. And he woke up with something tapping on his leg, like, and it woke him up literally.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my REM pod on.
Huh. So guys, so we're talking tonight, and I would love to hear Diary's answer to this question. How can you tell if a place is really haunted?
How could I tell a place is really haunted?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have a little one that's supposed to be in bed. For one, your kids don't go to sleep. No. Well, shoot. One of the things that I can say is, first off, you're going to think you're going crazy. Yeah, that's the main thing. I'm going to just base it off of my own personal experience.
Wait, I'm not crazy.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about you, lady.
Shame on you.
So you might think that you're going crazy. And that's real. When you're going to do an investigation, what's the thing that you hear the most when you're starting to interview somebody? A lot of times they're going to say, I thought I was going nuts.
Right.
Tell me I'm not crazy.
Right.
So then you're going to start doing your own little investigations. You might hear some things. And then some of you may not know this, but you do have a recorder on your phone. If you don't have one, you can download it on your phone. You go old school paranormal if you don't have all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So you'll start recording your stuff. And if you hear that, you may actually get it on, even if it's just in your camera. Some people are recording videos and they get these voices coming through their camera, right? Even the camera on your phone. But if you're able to actually hear a voice, somebody talking to you, and you get it on your recorder, then what do you say? You're like, well, I can't possibly be crazy because this is coming through on my audio device. Mm-hmm. And then also seeing orbs in your pictures, yeah, some of them can be dust particles, but I'm talking about if you say, for example, you're recording something and you see something with your own eyes, you can see orbs with your own eyes. So if you see orbs with your own eyes or a flash of light with your own eyes and you actually catch it on camera, what do you say then? And how do you say, well, I'm not going crazy. I actually saw this with my own eyes and my camera picked it up as well.
Even something I've learned from you and the cards that I have is the archangels will have a color about them, and that may be what you see or whatever. Right. So like a sparkly color, sparkles with color, whatever, kind of like a shimmer. That could be something you could be seeing an archangel. You never know.
Yeah, I've learned a lot about that because I see several different colors of orbs, and I've had to kind of get to learn what they are, the meanings behind them, and especially like if you're in tune to what your chakras are and stuff, you'll be able to pinpoint more where those colors come from and how to tune them in. But yeah, if you're catching this stuff on there, but say for example, you don't know what you're doing. You have no clue. This is all new to you. I've been there. This is all new. What do you do? A lot of people, amateurs, I think all of us are amateurs, by the way. Just saying, I'm not going to, it's not.
Don't call me that.
That's not meant to offend anybody, but we are technically, even people who call themselves paranormal investigators, we're all amateurs, right? So, what do? You start doing stuff yourself. You may get out, you might hear somebody using the stage, or use some holy salt or holy water or holy oil. And what if those things don't work? So then you call in maybe you've got some friends who are paranormal investigators, or you call in a local team to come in and do that, and then they'll set everything up. I mean, then you're getting stuff on like a K2. I'm talking about intelligent responses. Like the K2 is responding to your questions, or the REM pod goes off and you're actually able to get intelligent responses from this. And I honestly say, so many people use ghost boxes, right? But I love to see that old school paranormal in there. It kind of gives it even more proof. that you're actually catching something rather than just simply using a ghost box when you do the investigation. Because honestly, we all learn this through these chats and stuff like that using a ghost box. You can pick up anything anywhere pretty much, right? But if you're going into a haunted location, picking up something on your voice recorder, or or having intelligent communications on the K2 on the REM pod. Another validation for a haunting is you're not the only one who's seeing these things in your home. Or if you're the only one that lives in your home, if your friends come over and see the same thing and they're like, oh shit, I'm never going to, oh, sorry, John, I don't know if I'm just cuss. No cussing. You know, they're like, oh my God, I'm never coming over to your house again. It's haunted. That happened to me when I was a kid. There was some uncles and some family members and friends that would not come over to our house because it was haunted. But yeah, it's things like that. I don't know if I covered it pretty much on how to. Anything else, John?
Thank you very well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing what you thought about that topic. Presence of the Unknown just joined us, guys. Joe from Presence of the Unknown. I'll probably bring him up if he wants to come up and share his thoughts on this.
Hey, Boomer, let me ask you real quick. Do you still have a P.O. box?
Technically, yes.
Well, I was just wondering because I'm going to put up links and didn't know if you had a.
Yeah, it's in my belt.
Okay.
Haley, just question. I don't know. I know this is probably gonna sound stupid, but what's IG?
Instagram.
Oh yeah, it's under HSFL Paranormal on Instagram as well.
By the way, who the hell is this Boomer guy? Nice to see you all here. My name is David, the producer.
Jeanette Moore just joined us. Same with Zach Stanford. We have GSS Videos. Presence of the Unknown. Joe.
Wow,
we have Haley Marie. And Julie's Modern Life. Sorry, what was that, Boomer?
It was crazy.
I'll be right back, guys.
You ruined it, John. You ruined it. I was going to do a Dave the producer gag, but you just ruined
Where the
it.
heck is everyone?
Anyway, hello everybody. It's nice to see you out there. I'm David the producer. Cheers. Got the dark brandy today. I can't stay long because I do have a meeting in the morning. So.
You're welcome, Haley.
Oh, wow. 3-day-old coffee sucks. Anyway.
Oh, man. Let's see. Julie's Modern Life said, I went to a graveyard using one of those apps and heard nothing, which is kind of interesting because to me, if you hear nothing at a place, doesn't that kind of verify that
there's nothing there?
It does verify, but it also verifies that not everywhere you go is haunted necessarily.
Right. Exactly. Or they're just not active.
Yeah. Sometimes spirits can be really shy.
The thing with most apps, you got to understand is like the one I use. It requires a physical interaction with the app in order to get a result. So wherever you go with it, the whatever spirit is there has to physically interact with your app. But the ones that have the programs where they can, utilizing the sensors in your device, which can pick up audio, just because there's nothing going on doesn't mean like it's not working or anything like that. Just means either they're just not active or there's just nothing there to be found.
Yeah. Some
things, you know,
cemeteries that I've been to that I've used the apps at have been quiet. There was a couple of cases even here that we experienced it, and we didn't get anything at. And there's like ones like the cemetery right by my house where you just get a ton of action nonstop.
Right. And there's a popular misconception about cemeteries. Everybody thinks like, oh, it's a cemetery. There's a bunch of dead bodies there. We're gonna get some activity. Not necessarily. You know, just because it's a cemetery doesn't mean that it's gonna be, you know, I hate using the word haunted, but active. You know, it doesn't mean it's gonna be active just because it's a cemetery. Everybody thinks that all cemeteries are haunted or there's going to be activity there. That's not necessarily true.
And she had mentioned she was actually in her car at the cemetery when doing that session.
Yeah, and that could be an aspect too. You don't always get the same results sitting in a vehicle somewhere. There could be some barrier problems or whatever. If you get out of your vehicle, I mean, you can't expect to park your vehicle and say, hey, spirits, come talk to me. It doesn't happen like that. You have to find them. Particularly in cemeteries, most spirits, the biggest reason why most spirits linger in cemeteries is because of this protective mentality they have over their vessel.
Right.
And they're there basically looking over it, you know, and guarding it. And so, I mean, you have to get out, walk around to different areas, and you may get lucky and come across a spirit who's willing to, you know, communicate to you and talk to you. But yeah, the popular misconception of all cemeteries being haunted, I mean, it's not, you know, you're not always going to get it. Especially if you're using one of those apps on the phone. And I'm going to tell you, 95% of the apps that people download on their devices are just for pure entertainment and are bogus and don't even, like, for instance, on my other phone, I downloaded an app, which, in general, you have to have a particular sensor in your device in order for the app to work. It's the compass sensor, okay, which measures EMF, okay. I downloaded an app on my phone unawares that, you know, I was getting readings on this app that I shouldn't have, because I later discovered that particular phone didn't have a compass sensor in it, which means that particular device could not read EMF. But yeah, I was getting results. So therefore, the app was bogus. So you got to be very careful when you're dealing with apps.
Yeah.
You have to make sure, you know, it's a reputable app, and, you know, if you're getting results everywhere you go, most likely, you know, because there's no such thing as 100% accuracy. I don't get that with my app. I got one of the best apps I've ever seen. And it's got many different programs to it. And like I said, every once in a while, it all depends on the type of spirit you're dealing with. They may be shy. They may be just tired of dealing with, like, they don't want to participate. Just like, you know, just like as they were living, they get a little agitated sometimes, says, you know what, I don't feel like doing it tonight. Or in my case, for the last month and a half, I haven't gotten any results on my app in over a month now, whereas I've had plenty in the past, and I've uploaded every one that I've ever screen recorded to my channel, showing the evidence I was getting and the activity, you know, them interacting with the app. And a lot of the apps, most of the programs on this app requires physical interaction with the device in order to get a result. So that's another thing people got to be aware of with apps.
Oh, shoot. Guys, letting you know to please pray for Aniki Jack, Colorado Explorer. She was in a car accident this week.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything back about that.
Yeah, I want to know any updates.
Guys, please throw up the prayer emojis for Aniki.
Well, after all she's already been through
Yeah.
in these last few months, not to mention, last 17 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Prayers, definitely. Oh.
Yeah, that's not good. Man, that's so rough. Thank you guys for all the emojis. Really appreciate it. As well, I have a proper real deal spirit box and a real ghost detector. Yeah, so with me, I tend to try to not use as many apps. I do use apps occasionally. When I didn't have my spirit box, in between replacing my SB7 with the Holy Grail, which is the spirit box here, and most of the time I will use a spirit box and a K2 meter. These are two of the best tools other than myself.
Yep. That K2 meter is probably, if you got a genuine one, there's a lot of fake K2s out there, and there's ways, there's videos on YouTube to tell the difference. But that K2 is probably one of the most important tools investigator will need.
Yes.
Because when that goes off, you're picking up on some kind of EMF. And if that EMF is generating from a spot in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing around, it's safe to assume it's spirit energy.
Yes.
Spirit energy gives off the same kind of electrical magnetic field as, say, a large appliance, magnet, things like that.
Same with REM pods. REM pods are great.
On how you handle them, because they'll also pick up heavy metals and things like that, give you a false reading.
Yeah. Well, same with REM pods,
I mean, a K2 will pick up on your Wi-Fi router if you're within.
Yeah, that's why I said, if you're in an area where none of that stuff exists and you're getting results,
right,
you can pretty much safely assume that it's something.
That's why I know in here, when mine goes off, like, I know it's legit.
Yeah.
It's far enough away from everything.
Yeah, and you can also, use your common sense. If it's sitting down somewhere and it's constantly, steadily in orange or red or whatever, okay, obviously there's something going on. Move it side to side, whatever. If it's still there, okay, there must be some kind of field generating from something else, because spirits won't do that. They'll trigger it, let it go, or step away, then trigger it again. Okay, they'll trigger it and then step away. It settles down, they'll trigger it again. If it's steadily like that, there's something either wrong with the meter, or all you have to do is simply turn it off, turn it back on. That resets it. And if it happens again, move to a different location, and then ask, could the spirit come trigger this?
That's why you need to always do a baseline when you're using a K2 meter. And I do baselines in here, so every time. Yeah,
because a lot of people don't realize, K2 meter is a glorified electrician's tool. That's what they use to go along walls to find either metal things that people put behind walls as it's kind of like a shield so nobody drills into the pipes or whatever. It finds pipes, electric wires, and things like that.
Same with like dowsing rods used to find water sources.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, that stuff like that is I don't know how that comes up with that. Like, how is it used eventually for paranormal investigations? Is so insane to me. It's like the radio. If you do it by hand, you can use that as
People
spirit
just kind of
box.
discover this stuff by mistake, you know.
It's insane.
And they say, "Wow, man," you know, kind of like particle board. Particle board was not an intended invention. One day at a sawmill, people noticed that, you know, all the wood chips underneath the heavy loads formed a, you know, and when
like a pallet.
it was just they heated up water, soaked them, pressed them, and then years later they started adding glue and stuff like that. I mean, things like that happen by mistake, and you know, there was a story. It's actually a video about it on YouTube with the K2 meters about how they started out as, you know, tools for electricians and stuff like that. And there's a story I forgot exactly, but somebody does talk about how there was a particular person that discovered you could take that same device and find EMF fields.
Yeah.
You know, and it just kind of went off from there. And then the paranormal world got a hold of that and said, you know what? Easy. Let's just, you know, so yeah.
John, Haley Marie said, sent you a little something on PayPal.
And I want to say thank you so much, Haley. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You didn't have to donate. I really appreciate
awesome.
it. But I am grateful for donations. I don't ask for them. I usually. I know I've talked off subject about things here, but I only came up here to for, you know, a little bit because I do need to get some sleep, and I wanted to touch on your subject as well. You know, how you know if a place is haunted or not. Okay, aside from the fact of going out and spending hundreds to thousands of dollars on equipment, I know it's different for me and others like me who have like certain abilities or gifts or whatever. For me personally, it's fairly easy. Like Kelsey was saying, being an empath and clairvoyant, being an empath, like I could walk into someone, I could just pass someplace. Like for instance, I was riding with my mom somewhere and we passed a building in Binghamton. And I was like, I got a jolt. And I turned around, I was like, that place is haunted. She's like, how do you know? I felt it. So like if I walk into some place, depending on the circumstances of it being active, I'm trying to get away from using that word haunted. It's so negative. I don't like it. It brings a negative light to paranormal, using that word as far as I'm concerned. But when I come into a place that is active, depending on the circumstances of it being active, like I walk into somewhere, and if something's going on, the first thing that happens is I start to feel nauseous. If it goes beyond that, I start getting dizzy and stuff like that, because whatever energy is there is most likely negative, and it's affecting me, and it's making me feel physical ill. I mean, it's happened to me many times in the past. When I first started, I'd be doing sessions, you know, on my live stream, and somebody would come in and suddenly I'd feel nauseous. There was one particular time a person was in here, and as soon as another person who was with them came close enough to them, I started feeling, I immediately ran upstairs and had to throw up. Came back down, I was like, damn, I was like, that was weird. I suddenly felt like I had to vomit. And it dawned on me, like, is there somebody pregnant there or something? Well, one of the people that were on the panel, his wife was pregnant and happened to be near him off. Sorry, David Oman just joined us.
Feeling the symptoms of that as an empath. So that's one way I can tell. For anybody who doesn't, EMF energy, especially if it's negative energy, whether you have an ability, gift, or whatever you want to call it, it can affect you. So just kind of pay attention to the signs. Okay. If it's a case where it's spiritual manipulation, a spirit's trying to manipulate you, you feel this fuzziness in your head, kind of like somebody's in there tickling your brain. Okay, that's a sure sign that there's something going on. Something's active in there. Somebody doesn't want you there. They'll do things to make you feel like you don't want to be there. Okay, that's one thing to look out for. Just look out for signs. If you're feeling all great, and then the moment you enter this place or area, and all of a sudden you feel drained, they drain quickly. You don't have to have an ability to feel the drain of your energy when you walk into some place. So if you suddenly feel drained, whereas before you entered, you felt great, you feel like you could do 100-mile freaking marathon, and then all of a sudden you feel like you can't even barely walk another foot.
Yes, I hate feeling that way.
And yeah, muscle fatigue. Pay attention. Like it'll feel like muscle fatigue, like you can't lift your arms or drag your legs. That's a severe, not severe, but that's a more. Usually, it's just plain old. You feel no energy. That's the spirits or whatever's there affecting you physically by taking your energy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say real quick, David Oman is in the chat, and I'm going to send him an invite if he wants to come up and share his.
Wait a minute. Who's this David Oman guy again?
He owns the Oman House in Los Angeles.
I knew I'd get him. I knew it.
Poor John.
I spent 3 months straight talking about nothing but David Oman ever since you guys went and visited him. Okay, have you? I just love being able to look out my window and see that Golden Gate Bridge. Isn't that beautiful? It's right outside my window. Look out my
Oh man.
What are those expensive apartments called?
Penthouse.
Yeah, penthouse or whatever. Yeah, well, there's another word. Condo. Yeah.
Condo.
My condominium and see the Golden Gate Bridge. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. I could just walk to David Oman's from here.
Really.
If you were in San Francisco, you'd be about 4.5 hours away.
Yeah, he could still walk easier than he
That's
could.
what?
That.
16-hour walk. Hey, dude, I practically walked the whole distance from Indiana to New York. Are you kidding me?
Hold on. ATJH Travel said caught some trumpet sounds and screams at Gettysburg when we were there.
Yes.
Around. Let's see.
Aw.
He deleted it.
Dang it. Yeah, Christine has caught some sounds like that too.
Yeah, I've heard about this weird trumpet sounds for a while now. Hey, Money Bros, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
You can also hear, most people say they don't hear it with the naked ear, okay, when they're there. But if they're recording, they'll hear it come through the recording cannon fire as well. As a matter of fact, the developer of this app that I use, Rick Van Bracco, he lives in Pennsylvania. He's been to Gettysburg several times and has that same kind of evidence. You can hear trumpets blowing. You can hear cannon fire. Some people can hear it, but then others, they will hear it on the playback if they're doing a recording. And I've heard some of those recordings. They were doing not a live stream, but they were recording themselves, doing their video or whatever using a second recorder device and the app. And then like we would sit there, we're watching the video or live stream or whatever they're doing, and we don't hear nothing. Okay. But we can see what they're doing with everything. And then later on they'll play back the recorder, and that's when you hear the cannon fire and stuff. So yeah, that's one of the most active places that I know of is Gettysburg.
When I saw
there for years.
When I saw Money Bro's name, I thought it said Mr. Beast, and I was about to freak out.
Oh, I know, right?
Mr. Beast, or I'm thinking of LA Beast. Never mind.
Oh man, I'd freak out with LA Beast.
I don't know which one was more badass. Like they're both
for some reason.
Well,
both.
Mr. Beast gives back to the community, to his friends. He's
Yeah, I
just
confused. Yeah.
got like 20 freaking million or 22 million subscribers.
Yeah.
And then LA Beast, he's a legend.
Yeah.
He is
Both of them are
awesome.
legends in their own mind. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
awesome to the YouTube community.
Boomer, honestly, I don't think I'm doing anything. It's a God thing. Julia, I don't understand.
I would love to go to Gettysburg.
If it was something I said that I forgot I said, you guys got to understand, those people that don't really know me very well, like these other people, I have this condition for many reasons, due to maybe 4 strokes last year or other things I've had. I have this condition where I have short-term memory loss. Okay.
I named him Dory.
Yeah, she nicknames me Dory.
Just keep swimming.
That's a good one.
So if I say something and then like 2 minutes later somebody comments on it, forgive me for not understanding what you're referring to.
Julia said you didn't see my posts up in the chat.
All right, let me scroll back, see what's going on with this one, because I saw the one where it says Boomer, honestly. Okay.
Oh, guys, if you could answer the question, I want to hear from people in the chat what they think. How can you tell if a place is really haunted? I want to hear your thoughts. Bama Bell Liz is in the house.
Works differently for me. Yeah, that's another thing, Julia. Yeah. Yeah, it can, to some people, it could feel like that. Like, because there's a wall of energy there. And it'll feel like a lot of people say it feels like they walked through a cobweb, which happens to me. A lot of people get that kind of walked into a wall kind of feeling, like they're walking, all of a sudden, like some force, like pushes them back or keeps them back. I've heard of that too. I haven't experienced that one, but.
Dreamwalking Angels in the house. What's up?
Hey, Alicia. What's up, sister?
Awesome. 24 people in the house right now. Thank you, guys. Remember to share this out, guys, if you can. I'd be greatly appreciative. I want to try to at least try to get up to 30 people tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen. I want to start trying to do some more of these topic and discussions. So if you'd like to see more of these discussions and these questions that are integrated into the title, I try to put up some paranormal hot topics and kind of let a panel kind of talk about different subjects. So if you want to keep hearing more about these and seeing more of these questions, I was getting a lot of good results just asking these on Twitter and Facebook. So I'd love to hear your thoughts if I should keep posting these questions and doing live streams on them. Let's see.
I like it.
Yeah, Amabel Liz, Terry C just joined us as well. Oh, you should have had an experience I had out front of a store when I was 16. That scared me. Ooh. What happened, Julie's modern life?
I'm gonna tell you what's happening here right now.
Oh, Kelsey.
Between John and Kelsey and
Sorry.
what's happening is I come up with these great ideas for scenarios in my live streams, and they go behind me and try to top me. That's what they're doing. They like, oh, I got a better idea than that. So, yeah, John, you got me on this one. This is a good one. So,
what were you saying, Christine?
They're sharing out your dad's link on Ghost Mafia's channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's so nice, right?
That's so nice.
Awesome.
Guys, if you did not know, Kelsey Paranormal's dad, she's up here on panel. Her dad has a mass on his lung, and he is in a lot of pain. And so if the sharpshooter has the link for the PayPal, Yep, there he goes. He already put it up. Jesus.
Oh, I was just about to do that. I had the link too.
Wow,
So,
thanks.
James already posted the link for Tennessee Gem. He does have a mass on his lung. He is in a lot of pain. He needs some help. So if you guys could help donate,
Thank you.
it would go to help with his medical expenses.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So yeah, guys, we can raise money too for Kelsey's dad to try to get better. And if anything, please just put your prayer emojis in the chat. Let her know that we're all praying for her dad to get better. And yeah, guys, please, it would be a lot of assistance. It prevented me from going forward. Wow. That's crazy, Julia's modern life. I've seen my cousin, my uncle trying to push my mom down a hallway in the bathroom, and the evil spirit in the house would not let them. Kind of a long story for another time. Tammy, I'd love to hear it. Maybe I'll have you up on one of my panels to share that story. Definitely let me know. I think you're on Twitter, I believe, and I can just send you a link there, and I'd be more than happy on like After Dark or share your scariest paranormal stories, which I'll be doing this week. I'm gonna be really active this month in October. I still have 2 videos out, which is gonna be released this month. I'm sorry I procrastinated. I was busy with work, and I've had a nonstop schedule, so. And I keep getting called into work on my days off, so I really have had no free time.
Oh man, I feel you. Having to work and do YouTube.
Oh yeah,
And you're not just this channel. It's you're doing Presence of the Unknown as well.
I'm doing Presence of the Unknown. I'm doing HSFL, and I'm working 85 hours a week.
Dang, John.
I'm an honorary member.
Yeah. Boomer is an honorary member of Presence of the Unknown.
Yeah, I'm also the founder and CEO of the New York branch. So.
Hell yeah.
Aww.
Panda Express sent me an invite to go to
Means a
some.
lot to. It makes me.
I can't be on for too much longer, but you know, I kind of waiting to see if Mr. Omen decides to pop on or not.
I don't know if he's going to. I know he's had a bunch of stuff going on, so he's actually in the process, guys. David Omen is going to be releasing a book soon about his house and the Tate murders, and the whole story of how his house is haunted and why. So it's going to be released here soon. He actually self-published it himself. So
Wow.
I'm going, once that book is out, I'm going to be sharing it like a mofo. I will buy my own copy just to support my buddy David. That his house is so freaking haunted, it's not even funny.
Hey, if the price is reasonable, I'll buy one.
Right?
If it's under $50, we're good to go.
It was so scary to this day. I've had a hard time going into that store, even at another location. It felt like a circle of people were pushing against me. There was no people around me. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
I've heard other people speak of that before too. Yeah. That generally happens in cases where there's either like a mass catastrophe where multiple people are, killed in one big group and stuff. A lot of them will be there because they just don't realize they're dead or whatever, but they inadvertently interfere with us sometimes. Like in a natural disaster case or a mass shooting case or stuff like that. It does literally feel, from what I've heard from other people, it literally feels like you're walking through a crowd of people and you're being bumped and shoved around a little bit.
Love and Light had a good question. How young was everybody when they had their first encounter? My first encounter is when I was 20. I didn't experience the paranormal until I had a near-death experience. Actually, it's two of them. I had a heart attack at 19, and then I got hit by a drunk driver when I was 20. So I actually had heart problems at 19, and then I had another heart problem because of the car accident. So, I've been noticing weird and unusual things from about 20 years old on. It wasn't until the second one that I really started noticing things. Hey, Michael Campbell, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Haley Marie shared this to her community post. Thank you, Haley. I really appreciate it.
Popcorn, anybody?
I just have to say, this community just, like, I would have never, I have no words. I can't even put them all together. It's just crazy to me because a year ago, I would have never ever thought that I would have something like this, you know, like a community like this that cares so much. And everybody just gets together and helps, and it means the world to me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If I could hug you, I would hug you.
I love you guys.
There'll be a day where I'll have that opportunity to get bucks. I'm gonna work on that.
Julia, to answer your question, it just has to be any ghost experience. And when was the first time you noticed it?
I mean, I wish I knew you guys 15 years ago when I was out that way.
Irish Whiskey just joined us back in the chat. Don Broyles is here now.
Hey,
Thank
Greg.
you, Don.
Wait, Don who?
Dreamwalking Angel said a couple of years ago when one of my dolls fell off the dresser, I was for mocking an entity. Mocking entity showed up in my bedside and scared me, mocked me, and I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Jeez, that sounds pretty scary. Love and Light said she was 5 when her first experience happened. Little Meadow said 2 or 3 years old. Bama said 2. Tammy Wyoming said 8. Thank you guys so much for your answers. I really appreciate it.
Is that burnt enough, Alicia?
Guys, remember to hit the like button. Even though it doesn't show the numbers, please be courteous and smash
I have to hit the like button.
Wait, I didn't know that was a requirement. You probably want me to share it out too, huh?
I already shared it out. Are you late? You're late, Boomer. You're late to the party.
I think I'm pregnant. I've been late a lot lately.
Beth Plant said, I wish I could get my phone number to you.
I have a Twitter if you do too, Beth.
All right. I liked it. I tweeted it.
Woohoo! We have almost 30 people in the house right now. Thank you guys. Ooh, one away from 30 people in the house. DF Network just joined us. Welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining. Woohoo! We just hit 30 people in the chat. Thank you guys.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Oh, she said, speaking of being pregnant, what? Bama, you're pregnant?
No way. Really?
Woo! That's awesome. Cryptid559 is in the house.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Is that a yes, Liz? That was a ...
Oh, so
Aww.
her brother and his fiance are officially having their rainbow baby. Aw, that's so cute. I was only 2 when the dresser crashed onto the floor. My parents were fighting. It was bad, I remember. Wow, Dream, that's crazy. Hey, Tammy Burgess Rock Fam, great to see you. We have a soldier ghost, Tom and George, and others, EK Pickard, and many other family ghosts in the Britannia Pinocchio Music Festival or Music Theater. That's pretty cool. That sounds like an awesome place to investigate. Let's see. Rich Bedford's in the house. Thank you guys so much for joining. So can anybody in the chat tell me how they can tell if a place is haunted or not? Those who have a paranormal experience or who are investigators who want to share their thoughts on that subject, how can you tell if a place is really haunted? And what do you experience that kind of first alerts you to that?
I would love to hear David Oman's opinion on this.
Well, David Oman lives in the most haunted house. Like, I kid you not, his house is freaking incredible.
Yeah.
My apartment was once a house that is now 4 apartments, and there's a man that sits in my shower. My guess is it was once the living room or the toilet. Wow. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah, I got a bunch of spirits hanging out in my bedroom for some reason now too, or bathroom. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like they all migrated.
I've been in my family for as long as I can remember. Wow.
Dude, if I fall asleep on your live stream, don't hate me. I'm just back.
I give you 1 pass. TJ Smith is on his fourth pass.
Only 4 for TJ? Wow.
Yeah.
You must be doing better these days. I can't remember the live stream I've had him on that he hasn't fallen asleep.
Right. Feeling I know is, oh yeah. I know straight away if a place has guests, quote unquote.
Guest? What term? I like that term, guest.
Don Boyle said they all have to pee.
Man, I love Don, man. He's awesome. He comes up with some awesome one-liners.
Love and Light says sick feeling immediately, drained and feeling literal darkness. Wow. Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Yeah, that's one of the worst case scenarios with some not so great spirits. I mean, not necessarily demonic or benevolent in the sense, but just spirits that happen to be upset or, you know, they're kind of giving off a bad energy because they may, or I use that term wrong, malevolent is what I meant to say. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a malevolent spirit, but they could just be having a bad day, just like you or I do, you know, and they're giving off that bad or negative energy. And that's one of the biggest things I noticed first off is,
yeah, I'm an empath, Love and Light, and so is Boomer. I believe Diary is, and I think Kelsey is too.
Yeah, I mean, I walked into a place one time where, back in, it was in the late 60s, early 70s, apparently, a man hung himself from the rafters in this place. And I never knew anything about the story, but as soon as I walked into that one particular room, it was like an elaborate log cabin type place. It was a friend's vacation home, and, you know, it had the high open ceilings with the, you know, big 8x8 or 12x12 rafters in it and stuff. So I walk into this one room and, like, out of nowhere, I started feeling like I was being strangled. And I felt like this burning sensation going around my neck as if like it was, you know, like rope burn or something. Well, he hung himself with extension cord from one of the rafters in there. And those are the ones that are bad. Like if I walk into somewhere where it was murder or suicide, the act of that leaves a negative aura there anyway. So if you're not picking up on that negative aura because of the simple fact it was a murder or suicide, you're actually picking up on the spirit energy of the individual that's the victim of said murder or suicide. And that's what I feel. Like I feel the effects of the cause of their demise. And those are the worst ones.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I experience a lot in haunted houses. Like we were just actually at this, Joe and Cynthia and our new member Monica, we were investigating a storage facility. The owner was kind of freaked out in a few locations. They had a converted house that they now use for the business. And it was unreal how much raw emotion was in that place. It brought me to tears the second I went into this one room, and I don't experience that in every location. I knew something bad had happened, and it was very tragic. And I just couldn't tell exactly what, but I definitely felt the overwhelming sadness inside of that place. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty unreal. Like I've never experienced anything like that. So Tammy Wyoming said, chairs in my dining room and my bar in 2 different rooms would slide on the hardwood floor. I told my husband, he thinks I'm crazy. Now he's heard it, and my son and daughter, I didn't tell them. Wow. There's so many things that I can tell, honestly. I don't know what to call them, so I usually call them gifted. Sorry, there's so many comments going on right now. Actually, real good discussions here. Love and Light said, my sister had a TV console long before flat screens, and they were bouncing up and down in their living room 35 years ago, but only 3 people saw it. Julie's Modern Life said, Boomer, most recently I walked into the store, and as soon as I did, I could feel the presence coming. I could feel the presence hanging around a woman looking like some stones and crystals. It didn't scare me. Huh. EF Network, I actually can't have cheeseburgers. I have a lactose intolerant issue. Only twice before I could tell whatever it was, I was aware of it. Gotcha. On a tour with my mom, we were outside the building, and I pointed to the window and told her there was a lady looking at us. 5 seconds later, our tour guide said the lady that died there loved that window. Wow. That sounds like an amazing place.
I just thought of another occasion. The most recent thing I experienced, I forgot all about this. Damn my memory. But, talking about the hanging and stuff like that, it reminded me. I've told this story before, but I keep forgetting about it. I don't know why until I'm reminded. I was at a friend's house one time, an old friend I knew as I used to date this one particular girl in high school. And a couple years ago, we met each other again, and I was at her place. And next door is where her parents lived, and that's where she grew up, was next door. And I was at her place, and I went outside to have a cigarette, and I'm standing there smoking a cigarette, and I see next door, out in front of her parents' place, there's a weeping willow tree. And right under the bough is a old-fashioned metal swing set thing. While I'm out there and I'm smoking, and I see out of the corner of my eye this image. So I look, and at first I thought it was just my eyes playing tricks on me with, you know, because if anybody knows what a weeping willow looks like, you know, it can play tricks with you. You know, the long hanging things can move. Well, I swear I saw somebody hanging in the tree. I kind of disregarded it at first, but I mentioned to my friend what I thought I saw, and she just like turned sheet white. And she says, "Oh my God, that must have been my sister's my sister's high school boyfriend or whatever. Maybe not high school, but later on, because her sister was dating this one guy at one time, and what he had done was he was trying to play a gag on them. I can't remember if it was like some kind of Halloween gag or if he was just feeling like pulling a gag on somebody." So he tried to rig up this scenario where he hung himself and was just going to go like, "Boo, I fooled you," or whatever. And he had a mishap and ended up literally hanging himself.
Wow.
So I heard her tell me that. I was like, oh my God. So I did see this image of somebody hanging. And that's one of the only 4 in my whole entire life, my whole entire 50 years. That's the only time I've actually really seen like an apparition type image of somebody. And it was interesting. And they were just reminding me of that. And I was like, well, so that was one of my most recent, this happened about 11 years ago, I think. Just before I moved to Elmira. And I'll tell you, it was one of the, at first it wasn't scary, but after hearing the story, it seemed a little more scary at that moment because I realized exactly what I was seeing. You know, I was seeing somebody hanging himself in a tree, but they didn't, you know, like it would. And ever since that day, for like years, anytime I talked to her on the phone or anything, he'd come to me with one message or another. The freakiest thing that happened after that was her sister's now husband had a mishap with it. It was either a lawnmower or snowblower or something. The engine blew up on him as he was trying to start it. Like he just got done filling it up and stuff like that, and he went to start it and it blew up. Well, she described what he told her was that it felt like somebody literally shoved him back, like with full force, both hands, just hitting him in the chest, pushing him back. At that precise moment, it blew up. Otherwise, he probably would have caught. He had secondary burns to his face and had some temporary blindness and temporary hearing loss for a while. But if it wasn't for that, he would have, like the fuel would have got all over him. He probably would have caught fire on his clothes and everything and stuff like that. So as she's telling me the story about what happened to her sister's now husband, I'm getting this information from who I believe was that previous boyfriend years ago saying, I did it, I got him away. And I relayed this to the friend. And she's like, oh my God, because that's how he described it. Like he described it as if somebody kind of punched him in the chest with both fists to knock him out of the way. And I was like, oh, wow. So that was one of my most,
Julie's modern life, it kind of depends on the situation. If you thought that lady was going to be threatened by something spiritually, maybe you should have mentioned it. But I mean, if it was just a spirit lingering around this person, I really wouldn't see the necessity to maybe speak out about it. Maybe she already knew that there was a spirit, maybe not. Carol out of her comfort zone just joined us, as well as Christine and Son Ghost Squad. We have 30 people in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much. It just kind of keeps trickling up, so I really appreciate that. And if you guys haven't shared this out already, please consider doing so, whether that's your community post or your Facebook or Twitter. I would greatly appreciate if people were to share this out. I don't ask for donations on my channel. I ask that people just share out the live stream and help grow each other's channels, and everybody check each other out. This is not a sub for subs YouTube channel. This is just the community getting to know one another. Hey, Unique Customs, QE66, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Lady Swan is in the house. Welcome.
Hey,
Thank you so much for joining.
Hoorah.
Swan is in here. Ghost Mafia is not too far behind. So what's up, Ghost Mafia?
As a matter of fact, that's where I was just before I came in here. I noticed I was about to like leave and go rack out, and then I was like, as soon as I clicked off Ghost Mafias, I saw the notification, John's live 3 minutes ago. I'm like, what are you doing? Come on, you know I gotta come in.
And somebody had asked, have you ever been possessed or had the feeling of being possessed? No, I have never been possessed. Thank God, knock on wood. And thank God and Jesus for protecting me through all the paranormal trips that I go on, because I've been on some really messed up ones. The ones that I have to, he's in a call still. Oh, okay, gotcha, no problem. I have to say probably one of the nastiest experiences was the murder house, which is on Presence of the Unknown. It's also in my playlist on my channel. You guys can check that out. But yeah, the murder house, I actually watched the homeowner. Her name was Coral. Her husband's name I keep forgetting. But they have now since fled that house because of the demonic entity that would linger in their house. And I can truly say that house was demonic because of what I experienced. And it's very, very rare where I called the demon card. And that house deserved the demon card. I watched him get possessed. I watched his eyes roll back into the back of his skull. I watched... but all my teammates get attacked by something spiritually that was not there. Watched my buddy pull out a kid's drawing with 666 written all over it that had been in the fireplace vent since 1996. I mean, there was so much stuff about that house and the fact that this guy would, during our interview, and you can watch the interview, and we're literally just kind of talking cordially to one another about the house, and then all of a sudden he gets like pissed, and you can see him shaking with his fist balled like he's ready to punch somebody, and he was looking at his wife with like the most hatred and anger, and it just switched on a dime. He had never acted like that before. And I think it was because he was vulnerable to the spirits. He knew they existed, but he wanted to have nothing to do with it. And it just kept taking him over and over again. And yeah, they ended up fleeing that house, only living there for about 6 months. And
I was a victim of a near possession. Just, what year is it? 4 years ago. Just 4 years ago, just before I started doing, 2019, 2000.
Unique. I would love to see that photo.
4 years ago. It was November 2015. The first time I ever actually went out and did any kind of investigation for somebody. I did a home investigation for my cousin. And there was this entity there that we donned red eyes because that's how the children, one particular child specifically described it and drew a picture of it to show us what it looked like. I was there for a whole week doing recordings, video recordings. I did an interview with my cousin's daughter, my second cousin's daughter, so my third cousin. I did an interview with her. I did an interview with the oldest son. And I lost this evidence, and I'm pissed off that I did. I had set my recorder outside in the hall, outside of the bathroom door one time when she was just sitting in there playing and talking. She was actually sitting there talking to this entity who came into their lives portraying himself as somebody else, a recent loved one who had passed away. He took the image of this person in order to gain the child's confidence and get that foothold into the household that he needed to disrupt things and start screwing with them. So I was there for a week, and 2 days before I left is when he finally got tired of me being there doing this and tried to possess me. I could feel him entering my mind at first, and that's how they start. They try to penetrate your mind first before they can, once they break your mind down, they can come in and do a full-on possession. So I could feel him in there messing with him, and he had me relive. At the time I was, 46, 47. All those years, he made me relive all those years of every horrible moment I ever experienced in my shit I have forgotten about over the years. He made me recall that and made me relive it in my mind, as if I'm looking out into the living room. I see a long walkway between pews leading up to a casket. You know, I walk up to the casket, I look in, there's my grandfather. Okay, step one. I mean, that's just one of the most vivid ones. Some of them were kind of flashes of things that happened to me as a child and stuff like that. And I had enough strength to realizing this was families, this was blood. Okay, so yeah, my will was stronger than his, because I knew if I let him in, if I stop fighting for 1 second and he gets in here, I'm not going to allow that to happen to my family. You know, she had, at the time, there was 4 children there. She had 2 daughters, 2 sons, her and her husband. And what I saw, what this entity wanted me to do, literally saw, I could read, I felt his emotions at first. I could feel that he had so much hatred for this family for some reason. And I don't know if it was inadvertent or if he forced upon his thoughts onto me or not. I literally saw the carnage, the aftermath of the carnage that he expected me to carry out for him. And I fought it back and I fought it back and I started screaming and yelling. The kids were sleeping in the living room at the time. So the oldest daughter wakes up and she's sitting there, she's staring at me with this look I've never seen on anybody's face before. It was blank. It was like, you know, I thought maybe it was trying to possess her as well. I started screaming at her to get her attention so that she would snap out of it and, you know, go to her parents' room. Well, my cousin woke up, came out, and told her daughter, go in the room with daddy. Everything's going to be okay. So she came out. Oh my God, this brings up so much emotion. I've never been able to tell this story without crying before. She came out, she sat across from me at the table and just kind of sat there and talked to me. And she says, why don't we record this? So it was in the act of her telling me to record it, and I said, oh, okay, yeah, let me record what we're talking about and I'm explaining to her what happened. And finally I started calming down, as if whatever he was doing at the time to me, he just gave up doing. I think he finally realized, look, these people are stronger than what I thought they were. Particularly my little cousin, my cousin's daughter is a firecracker, man. Some of you have met her on YouTube. She used to come on my channels all the time. But I tell you, like, she's a stronger person than her husband. Okay, I can imagine if it was left up to her husband to deal with this shit, he probably would have been successful. The entity would have been successful in doing what he wanted to do. But the combination of me there, her there, and the children being not as easy to manipulate as he thought they were, because they were very smart kids. He failed. but he still lingered for the next 2 days. Because I could always feel him there. I could always sense him there. Yeah, he's still around. He ain't doing much, but he's still around. This guy came in one day, the day before I left. One of their neighbors came in, and this guy, I tell you, man, I don't even want to get into him, but dude, this guy was one of the most negative people I could ever think to meet. And he was there for 30 minutes, okay, running his mouth, doing this, blah, 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 you know, being on, you know, for one, he's a big racist, big bigot, but, you know, and all that. Like, if there's something negative, he was about it, okay? So he's there for about 30 minutes. The second he walked out that door, it was almost as if the air just felt lighter. There was crisp, clean air all of a sudden. There was the heaviness of the negativity was gone. And so what I figured is this entity that we donned red eyes just attached himself to this old boy, say, oh, there's my target, you know, and took off with him because he couldn't succeed, you know, in a stronger force going against him. But yeah, I would nearly present if I was a weaker person, or if the circumstances were different, if it was just somebody else who wasn't a relative that I was fighting for, if I had a weaker will or a weaker constitution, he would have succeeded. I mean, if it was John instead of my niece, he probably would have succeeded. You know what I'm saying? He probably could have convinced me to just wrap my arms around his skinny little neck, and I don't know. But this was a very powerful entity. Full-on demon, I'm not sure. But very demonic-like and very powerful dark entity. So, yeah.
I learned from when I was a kid after watching Ghostbusters that if you go to a library and the books are all slimy, that place is haunted, right? No, it's not hot. I just I was clearing the e-cigarette vapor out of my
set off so again.
So my smoke alarm doesn't go off again. But
hey guys, I'm back. Sorry.
Kelsey.
Welcome back.
So guys, if you are just joining us, I do want to mention real quick that Kelsey's Paranormal's dad has a issue with his lungs. He has a mass on his lung, and it's very hard for him to breathe. And he's going through a lot right now. If anybody could post his link for his PayPal, guys, please consider donating. Otherwise, throw up the prayer emojis and let everybody know that that Kelsey and her family need some prayers.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So Sharpshooter's posting it right now.
How about you, Diary or Kelsey? Have you had any kind of experience where you've had to deal with a possession or
I have.
an attempt?
Not me.
Diary, share what that was like.
Well, okay, so I had been going through my spiritual experience, spiritual awakening. Now, not a lot of people know that you can have a positive attachment as well as you can have a negative attachment. Now, that positive attachment will be there, like, for example, if you're feeling like you're, like, this is a trigger warning, if you feel like you're going to, if you feel suicidal, for example, and it's not your time, your spiritual team, even if you don't call in your spiritual team, they may intervene and thus give you a positive attachment. Yes, we do have guides with us. We have guardians with us at all times, but this is one where you kind of become possessed and we have a masculine and a feminine, right? Okay. So I'm trying to explain this. This goes back to like the way Genesis described it back in the book of Genesis, when God, we were one, and then he, in order to make the woman, he took Adam's rib, so that's separating the two, right? But in your spiritual body, you have a masculine and feminine. So if you're, the way I see it, like if you're born a female, you're more so going to be associated to your masculine other half, which what people get confused as twin flames. It's really the spirit, that the true twin flame is your other half of your divine essence. That's what I'm trying to explain. Now you will have like soulmates and stuff, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just trying to describe what this positive attachment is. So say, for example, you do have, you may have not only your masculine, or if a male, the males often will hear a female voice coming through for their other half of their divine spirit, their true self, their higher self. But then it goes into different, you'll hear like that voice on Rushing Waters. They may pick up more of the female more than the male. The female may pick up the male more than the female, if that's making sense. So I was going through a spiritual awakening. I had been going through a ton of crap. I had been being abused, severely abused. I got brain trauma from that. This person made me feel like I, didn't want to live anymore. That's pretty bad when you have someone that does that to you. So I felt all alone. And I just remember like pounding on the ground one day, saying to God, please help me. And I was like, I just don't know if I can do this anymore. And I would really pray to be taken from this earth, because I would never want to do that myself. I watched my mom go through that. I would never want to just take my own life. So I prayed to God that God would take me. I mean, I did. I really didn't want to be here anymore. And then one day...
Hey, there he is. We got Ghost Mafia in the house.
What's up, Ghost Mafia, man? So one day I'm getting my whole family heard like the sound of trumpets. This is like during the total solar eclipse. We all heard those trumpet sounds. Conspiracy theory, Ghost Mafia. I could go on about those trumpet sounds. Anyway, we heard those sounds. I recorded it because at the time I had already had white feathers falling. I already had that paranormal activity going on. So I recorded that, and I actually caught my two guardians in those EVPs, right? So anyways, so after, I thought one night I was going to be abducted. No joke. Here I am. I'm wearing, oh, Ghost Mafia, look. Conspiracy theories. Told you I was wearing my shirt. So one night I told my daughter, I was like, I'm going to wrap you up like a burrito, because she didn't want me to leave her alone. She's like, Mommy, please don't leave me. We co-slept, but she didn't want me to leave her. And I was like, yeah, baby girl, I will. And I've kind of brushed over this story before, but some of you guys are new in the chat. Maybe you don't know this story. But yeah, one night I felt like I had spiders crawling. I'm like, here I am. I think I was on YouTube or something, and I was getting ready for bed, and I had spiders. I felt like spiders were crawling up my feet, but nothing was there. And I kicked off my pants, didn't see anything. I put my pants back on, felt it again, and then all of a sudden I lit up like a lantern. I started burning from the inside out. I could see my skin. It looked like, I don't even know if I can even show this. Probably not. Okay, here's my salt lamp. See that? It was like I was lit up from the inside out, guys. It was freaking crazy. It was scary. Oh, sorry. It was really super scary. I ran to the mirror. I saw myself glowing from the inside out. And I heard this sound. I didn't believe really. I didn't know anything. I didn't know if I ever believed in aliens, right? But I felt like I was being, I heard that sound. Like it sounded, I grew up near an Air Force base, and this sound sounded more powerful than the jets that would fly over our house. It was like all around me.
Wow.
And my blinds were flapping. I mean, like the fourth kind, no joke, guys. It was freaking scary. Oh my God. So, I mean, I couldn't see myself being lit up anymore, but I heard this sound like a guy on a megaphone outside, and he was saying, "Get to the danger zone, get to the danger zone." But what I caught on I was recording because at that time I whipped out my phone recording because I thought I didn't want to. I was like, I got to prove if I'm not going crazy, right? I'm recording this. But what I caught, instead of I need to split apart the audio. I don't know. I need to figure out how to do that, to split, because there's a way you can split it up and try to hear a little bit better. But it sounds creepy. It sounds like something that you would hear on a sci-fi movie, like a click, 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 click sound. Super scary. I don't know why it came through my audio like that, and my own ears heard "get to the danger zone." But here I am. I'm feeling like the apocalypse is happening. What the heck? I didn't even know if I believed in that. And I run to my daughter and I wrap her up because I feel like somebody's going to take her. I called my husband. I was like, oh my God, I'm screaming. And then something grabbed my hair and pulled my head back and touched on my forehead. I screamed, I pulled back, they pulled my hair back again, and they did again. Now, if you read in the book of Ezekiel, it's freaking freaky. It's everything that happened to me is written in the book of Ezekiel. It is trippy. The woman who cries out at all of the sinning and stuff like that, and then the seraphim and the cherubim angels intervene. They come through the city, with judgment and everything, the sounds of the trumpets, all that 9 yards. It's crazy. So I recorded that, and I went through that for like 2 hours. I'm trying to fast forward because a lot more happened, but I'm fast forwarding through that. So then a few weeks later, I'm sitting up in bed, just sitting up like this, guys, sitting straight up. And I'm watching a video, and all of a sudden I was pulled from my body by this gigantic being that is only described in the book of Ezekiel, kind of, but everybody can make up their own assumptions of what something looks like when they read a text. But I haven't been able to find anything that looks like this being. But let me just tell you, the way I can say that this being looked like, it sounded like one of the seraphim angels, because it describes the angel with bronzed feet. That's the first thing I saw. Looking down, the bronze feet, slowly looking up, wearing white linen, the 6 wings, and the hands of a man. Different face, not a human facial feature. Completely different. It kind of embodied all beings, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled me from my body. By the right hand path, by the right hand, guys, he held out his hand, and I felt so much love, and I grabbed his hand and he pulled me from my body. I did not want to come back. I mean, imagine all of your anxiety and all of your worries being taken away from you. Imagine just feeling so free and lightweight, and everything is peaceful, and it's nothing but love. I knew who this being was. My spirit knew who they were. And anyways, he flew me north. He sat me. I did the coordinates later, guys, because this is what we do as paranormal investigators, right? We take coordinates north, southeast, west. What's the location? Where did it happen? All this stuff, connect the dots. That's what I did later. But he flew me north. He sat me in the east and he faced me west. Okay. And if you look up all of the archangels, their positioning in the north, south, east, and west and stuff like that, you'll learn a little bit more information on that. So anyways, after that, I started calling this being Ash. And then I would say Josh, and then I'd say Yeshua. And sometimes I would call them Adonai. And I didn't even know where these words were coming from, but then I had to look them up and find out these are, I would also say Isa, which is an ancient name for Jesus. So, you know, connect the dots also, Yeshua, right? So, anyway, I'd been dealing with this fast forward a year, been dealing with this spiritual awakening. I can hear beings. I can see them perfectly. My third eye is completely open. I had so much stuff that was tripping me out that I've got recorded, guys. I've got, like, no joke when I said I've got like 80,000 files on my phone, and I have to pay for the extra data or the extra storage, which I upload all of it to the cloud because I've got so much. But one night, it was August of last year. I had been going through my third separation, and I experienced something out of this world one night where you guys joked before about my closet being a portal. Well, I would go in there and I would study in this closet. Well, sometimes I would have these beings work on me because I had a lot of brain damage, and it's like they were working on my body. Yeah, you all want to think that this is nuts. Well, what are you going to say when you've been recording the whole thing? Yeah, it's wild. It's trippy. So I just was like, am I really dealing with good beings? You start to question yourself, you know? And what do you do when you can't make them go away in the name of Jesus Christ? Like, back to that night, like, I felt like I was being abducted. They weren't going anywhere. Some people think aliens are demons. I wouldn't call them aliens per se. I'd call these interdimensional spiritual beings that were there to assist me. So anyways, I spent 8 hours this night calling out every being that I knew their name of, just calling them out in the name of Jesus Christ. And I use several biblical verses that people use for exorcisms and stuff like that. I really meditated. I filled up my entire house with white light in my mind, right, for protection. And I'm getting these beings to call themselves out one by one. The ones that were, there were some there that were not, they were from my husband, his demons, right? So I had to get rid of his demons. But after I was done, I was exhausted, and I went to lay on the bed. And see, I can see these spiritual beings very clearly with my eyes closed. So I laid on my bed, and I was like exhausted. And all of a sudden, I saw this huge woman. It reminded me of Alice in the Wonderland. Her shins are sticking out just from the ceiling. I've got like 10-foot ceilings, and she's sticking I just see her legs. And she said, "What are you doing?" And she ripped something from my chest. And then I saw a hand come out of the right and start patching me up. And down there at the bottom on my feet, I saw this owl. It looked like a snow owl that was coming closer. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this again. I was like, I don't know. I was like, whatever you pulled from my chest or whatever. But in that prayer, guys, I also cut off the generational curses between me and my daughter, me and my husband, so she would be completely protected. I called out everything. I cut all of those generational curses. I'll cut the cords so they would not be passed on, and that everything bad that was happening would stop right now. And you want to know if that worked? you better believe it worked, because for the next 3 days, I had people calling and apologizing to me that never would apologize in their lifetime. I got voicemails. I'm like, what the heck?
Right?
It was trippy. But that was definitely, I also had a confirmation in an astral projection that same night when I went to sleep, and I had the Divine Mother come to me, and she told me that I would see faces. She said, Christine, you are being tested. You are going to be seeing many faces many faces on faces. In other words, people are not going to be how they really seem. They're going to screw you over, basically. They may have demonic attachments, but you need to be strong enough to understand who's the good guy and who's the bad guy, basically, since I was able to see this spiritually. So, yeah, I mean, that I would definitely think that was a positive attachment, because people talk about being filled with the Holy Ghost. Well, in that time period, guys, I read the entire Bible in several different languages in parallels, and something within inside of me compelled me to do that. I had the energy. I would sleep 2 to 4 hours a night. I strictly meditated 2 to 3 times a day, and I'd spend the rest of that time in my closet studying every single word of the Bible. I'm not just talking about studying a word. I'm talking about I picked apart the word from the root word, and I'd look it up. I studied the other languages because I don't know. And what compelled me to do that? I don't think something negative, a negative attachment, wouldn't want me to read the Bible. You know what I mean?
Hey, we just
That's
broke
true.
40 people in the chat. Thank you
Heck
guys.
yeah.
Let's see. Haunted Jim, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Hey,
Welcome.
Jim.
Please, sorry,
Hey, Jim.
I always try to say the full name, but Misty, what place were you at last night that you felt that negative spirit? 41 people in the chat? Wow, thank you guys so much. If you guys can consider sharing this out if you haven't already, and smashing the like button, I would really appreciate it. We have 55 likes on this stream. I couldn't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate it. I want to take a special time to let everybody know the Wah. He just joined me. He is actually somebody that I met on Facebook. He's a paranormal investigator. Super cool. Go check him out. I think he's going to be posting some videos. I don't know if he has anything on this channel, but he's more active from what I've seen on Facebook with some amazing discussions. So definitely go ring his bell. I think he's going to post some videos. I'm checking his channel right now. But
Are you reading your Bible, Kelsey?
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah, right now he doesn't actually have videos on this channel, but he's very active on Facebook, so definitely go check him out. 41 people in the house. Thank you guys so much.
I just did a card reading on myself, and I'm reading, and it's crazy.
Oh, really?
Does anybody want a card reading from Kelsey?
Yeah. Kelsey's got her cards, and I've got these cards.
I just got sensitivity.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, it says
Doesn't
you're
that look
extra.
cool on the background.
It really does.
Put a 1 in the chat if you want a card reading from Kelsey.
It says you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings.
I want a card reading from Kelsey. 1.
Okay.
Am I the first one?
Yes, you're the first one. Okay, I'm going to do a card reading on you.
I said 1.
Okay, Barbara's 2nd, Eileen's 3rd, Sherry's 4th.
Okay, can you all top in or write it out? Who's who, when?
Yeah, I don't have a pen and paper here. Actually,
Just to keep me,
correction.
just
Okay.
to help me.
Yeah.
I was the first one to hold up number 1 on my finger, and I didn't even get mentioned.
You have to type it in the chat. You broke the rules, Boomer.
I don't
You
see
rebel.
any.
Christine did. She was the first one, actually.
Oh, damn it. My freaking. It did it again. For some reason, my chat stalls out, and I have to click it to get it moving again.
I'll put you as number 2, Boomer.
Wow. Nah, I'm just joking with y'all.
I can put
What's
you as
going
number
on,
2.
Psycho Sid? How's it going, bro?
All right. So, Christine, go ahead and think of your question.
I
You know
gotta
the
get
deal.
to bed soon anyway.
Rich,
I've been up since yesterday, so.
Boomer.
Well, Boomer, I can do one on you.
Aha, that's what she said.
Boomer wishes.
Um,
One already fell out.
Up at night.
These are the what? Archangel cards.
Yeah, the Archangel Oracle cards.
Cool.
you're
Yeah,
gonna have.
Damn it. Keep hitting that. Sorry. This is my EMF alarm. In case we get a visitor, it'll go off, but I keep bumping the
Hey, Megan's blog is in the house.
Hey,
Wait.
Megan.
Hey, Megan.
Good
Name
to
sounds
see you.
familiar.
Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get all the names down for the list, and there's a lot of people, so just bear with me.
There really is.
Right now, we have Christine first. So
Wait, Christine who?
Christine ...
Oh, that one. I like that one. She's cool.
Okay, Christine.
okay, I think I got. I think I got everybody. Hey, Mel Godoy's in the house. Wow,
Hey,
43,
Mel.
44 people in the chat.
Mel. Wow. Rebecca too.
Are we gonna make this singing stream afterwards? You can bring Mel up here and she can sing for us.
Rebecca
have-
and
Rebecca's
Mel
in
Godoy
here.
just joined us. Right now, we're going to be
Rebecca.
card readings
Rebecca.
right now from Kelsey's
From-
Paranormal.
From what I see, John, Don Dant is the last one who put a 1 up.
Yeah, I have Dawn on here.
All right.
Okay, so
I think
Christine, I got
I'm
3
off.
cards for you.
Ooh.
And I'm going to show you all 3 cards, and then I'm going to read them all to you. So-
Rich, I got you on my list. Michael and Tammy, I got you on the list.
The
Jim,
first
I got-
card is creative writing.
Oh, that is so me.
And the second card is prosperity.
Ooh, even better.
And the third card is outdoors.
Ooh, that's totally me.
Okay. So I asked, what cards that I'm supposed to read first. And they also told me to stop. So
Aw,
I wasn't supposed to
good.
pull
I'm so
anymore.
proud of you.
I've been practicing.
Yay.
So
She's been taking pages out of my book.
creative writing, okay? It's Archangel Gabriel.
Oh,
And on the card, it says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Your soul longs for creative expression through writing. I can help you schedule this activity. Honor any inner nudges that guide you to write. The writing may be for your own enjoyment or maybe a cathartic experience of self-expression in a private journal. As you work with your connection to the written word, you may receive divine guidance to write articles or books for publication. Call upon me or any time to guide you through this process. And what's so weird is I got this card too.
Aw, sweet.
And it's crazy because you were just talking about this the other day about writing and stuff that you used to do, like stuff for your school newspaper and stuff.
Yeah,
It
that's so funny.
says working with Archangel Gabriel. As the messenger angel, Gabriel loves to help writers and journalists deliver healing messages, like a loving coach, or Gabrielle, I'm sorry. Like a loving coach, she'll urge you to delegate your time and energy toward writing. Gabrielle can also open doors that allow for publication of your articles and books. If you'll ask for her assistance, most of all, she'll help you enjoy writing.
Aw, that was a great card.
So that was creative writing. It's really pretty. And now you've got prosperity.
Aw.
It's pretty too. Let's find that in this great book here.
Put a 3 in the chat if you want Boomer to drink more Coke.
All right. So on the card, it says it's Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. I'm pouring a cornucopia of prosperity upon you and your life. Ask that you open your arms to receive. Some of the treasures will come in the form of brilliant ideas, and some will come as opportunities. We'll work together to realize your highest dreams, and I ask that you give any worries to me. God and I love you very much and are happy to help you in this way. We know that you'll pass along the goodness to others as well. Working with Archangel Ariel. Ariel is involved with divine magic, which means instant manifestation of the highest will. Ariel helps you attract any support you need for your life mission. Know that it's normal and in the lot for miracles to occur in this arena. Ariel's aura is a pale shade of pink, and if you wear or hold a rose quartz crystal, your heart will open farther to Ariel's magnificent love. Sorry, I can't read because this lighting sucks. Ask her for whatever you need, and she'll guide you accordingly. That was really pretty.
Aw, that was really good.
And that was prosperity.
Hey, Alyssa Parrish Rock Fam.
Hey, Alyssa.
Next is outdoors.
Hey, sister from down under.
Archangel, is it Jophiel?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm saying that name right. All right, turned right to it. On the card, it says, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Connecting, which kind of works with the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Connecting with nature helps synchronize your rhythms to the universal heartbeat. In this way, your natural timing improves so that you're in the right place at the right time. Being in nature renews your spirit and revives your energy level. Get outside every day, even if it takes some effort on your part. Once you're in nature, take time to smell the roses and observe the glorious beauty. Know that you are part of nature and that you are also beautiful.
Aw.
And working with Archangel Jophiel.
Don Broyles, I'll add you to the list.
Jophiel's name means beauty of God. She sees beauty in everything and everyone and helps you do the same. Jophiel knows that when we spend regular time outdoors, we're cleared of lower energies and naturally have a more beautiful outlook on life. Call upon Jophiel to ease your schedule to allow for outdoor time. Plan a nature-based vacation, move to a more rural environment, start a butterfly garden, or just connect to nature in any way that pleases you.
Uh-huh.
And that was your reading.
I love that. That was great. You did awesome with that.
Thank
That was
you.
spot on.
Barbara is next on the list for a reading.
All right, Barbara, think of your question. You don't have to put it out in the chat. Anything that's on your heart. And I mean anything. These cards are so pretty too. And I do like you do, Christine. I do the shuffling method because I like that one best.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more accurate for me. Just more. Ooh. My cards are still kind of stiff too, so makes it a little hard.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. I'm stopping. I heard you. Jeez. Barbara. Wow. They want to talk to you tonight. Okay, I was told to read it right to left. And you have 5 cards. That's a lot. So I'm going to show you one at a time what the cards are, so we don't waste too much time. Your first card is clear your space. I hope y'all can see that okay.
Yeah.
Kitty.
And that's Archangel Jophiel as well.
I'm probably gonna finish this cigarette and head out.
Okay,
Gotcha,
Boomer.
Boomer. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be right back.
Well, Boomer, if you bounce before I'm done, much love. And thank you so much for today. Your home and work environments affect you on many levels. Clutter can erode your energy, creativity, and prosperity. I'll help you find the time and motivation to clear interferences from your physical environment. Together, we'll release anything that's not serving you. We'll donate, recycle, or discard unused items. We'll open the windows to circulate fresh air in the rooms, and I'll escort lower energies away. You'll notice huge improvements in all areas of your life as a result of this endeavor. Working with Archangel Jophiel, Jophiel's aura is deep rose pink, signifying her beautiful, loving, and caring nature. Dark pink crystals such as pink rubellite are associated with Jophiel's energy. Anytime you are involved with redecorating or spring cleaning, call upon Jophiel to help you. It's like having your own spiritual interior decorator and feng shui consultant. I need Jophiel in my life like now. Like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The next card is peace. Peace is from Archangel Camuel.
Cameo.
These names are hard to pronounce sometimes. And I did not realize that we had so many archangels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really. What was he thinking when he named these angels? You know, I mean, what's wrong with good old fashioned Boomer or something? You know, Archangel Boomer.
It's not all about you though, Boomer.
Oh, my bad.
And another thing, guys, look up the definition, the Hebrew definition of these names, and it'll give you more of an idea of where these archangels stem from, the names. Go ahead.
Archangel Camuel, it says, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. That is on the card. It says, look past the surface of the situation and see the underlying truth. That everyone involved is a child of God filled with love. By focusing upon this truth, you elect, or whatever, loving behavior and solutions. Even though appearances may seem otherwise, trust that a higher wisdom is in charge. Love is the only power that exists, and its light shines away any seeming darkness. Hold the intention to look for examples of this light within yourself and others, and you'll have more light in your mind, heart, thoughts, and life. This knowledge is the foundation of peace. Working with Archangel Camuel, when you wish to feel more centered, calm, and peaceful, call upon Camuel. He is the Archangel of personal and global peace. He's very kind, loving, and sweet, and he'll evoke a pleasant feeling of excitement when he works with you. Know that Camuel sees your true qualities and loves you unconditionally. The next one is overcoming difficulties. On the card, it's Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So let's get to that one. I'm gonna have to get used to like trying to figure out where these are. I'm not used to it yet. Okay, overcoming difficulties. The challenges you've faced have made you stronger and have taught you new lessons. Instead of becoming bitter, you've opened your heart with compassion toward people in similar situations. You've let go of any blame or feelings of victimhood. This is why you're now overcoming your previous challenges. Your positive outlook is attracting a loving solution and new situations at a higher level of spiritual understanding. Stay positive. Working with Jeremiah. Jeremiah's name means mercy of God, and when you call upon him, Jeremiah delivers mercy to you and everyone involved. Jeremiah guides you and others to act in loving ways. He also helps you adopt a merciful outlook, which enables you to consistently treat yourself with respect and tender, loving care.
Awesome.
Spread your wings.
Beautiful.
Archangel Ariel, it says, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Okay. Although you may feel intimidated by the prospect of change and by the thought of moving past your comfort zone, you're ready to fly high. Welcome new opportunities and know that it's safe to follow your heart and dreams. Keep your focus upon love, service, and spirit. Avoid naysayers or skeptics. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. Working with Ariel. Ariel loves all living beings and gladly helps them all. She's a master manifester and she's especially supportive of people who are healers, teachers, and service workers. She's very particular to the environmental area and she works closely with the nature angels to protect and heal animals, particularly the birds, animals, and fish who live near or in the water. One way to work with Ariel is to participate in environmental work, including picking up trash near a lake, stream, or ocean, donating time or money to an environmental cause, or switching to environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. This is the last card. It's Counselor. Archangel Azrael. You're a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. I love these cards. Your life purpose involves counseling people in ways that uplift, motivate, comfort, heal, and inspire. You are a true spiritual counselor, and people find you to be a trustworthy confidant. Expand your counseling work to the next level because you are about to help greater numbers of people. Call upon me for guidance and support. Working with Azrael. Azrael's name means whom God helps, and he helps those who help others. He's particularly interested in helping counselors who work with the grieving or dying. Ask Azrael to guide your words and actions during counseling sessions, and he'll help you remain patient and compassionate. He can also help you enter the counseling profession and guide you towards schooling, internships, and a wonderful counseling practice. So that was for Barbara.
Eileen is next.
Okay. Eileen, think of your question.
Wow, still 40 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much.
I guess people like card readings.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if Boomer is going to get off, did you want to? That didn't sound right.
Who
I don't want to know. If he's
doing?
going to hop off of here, did you want to give him a card reading?
Let's do a card reading for Boomer real quick, and then we'll go to Eileen.
Okay.
It's okay with you, Eileen.
That's okay. That's okay. Just I can barely sit up much longer, so it's all good. Just I'll catch you again.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you, Boomer. You have a good rest of your night, bud. Thank you for the conversation.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Much love to all y'all. I'll catch you all tomorrow night.
Much
Yeah.
love, Boomer.
That sounds pretty crazy, the Wah. He said he's gonna try to introduce people to La Llorona and Lee Chuzada, or I don't know, Lechiza. I guess it's like a urban myth and legend of like a kind of like a demonic character. That sounds pretty wild.
Huh.
Yeah, good luck with that. But Eileen is next on the list.
All right, Eileen, I've got your cards. You got 3 cards. Your first one is Nurture. Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel. I don't know why I want to keep saying Gabriel. On the card it says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. All right. One reason why it's important for you to help children is because you're also helping your own inner child in the process. You're teaching what you need to learn, so pay particular attention to the messages you deliver to children and their parents. Know that those messages are for you as well. Take time to play, laugh, and to be silly and carefree. Nurture your inner child with as much love and intention as possible. Working with Gabriel works with mothers and children during all phases of conception, childbirth, adoption, and parenting. She helps grown-up children as well. If your heart longs for some playtime, call upon Gabriel to make all of the arrangements. She'll guide you along as you nurture your inner child. If you ask her, Gabriel will also assist with your own parenting desires and needs. And Christine, real quick before I move on to the next card. If there's something like an easier way for you to explain that, because like some people won't understand, like if they don't have children, for example, some people won't understand that that could pertain to them as well, you know? So like if there's ever something that may be confusing to other people that you can help them understand too,
Okay.
that would help me a little bit. But Dad's over there snoring.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Are you sure that was Dad or?
Oh no, right? Your next card. Oh my God. Really? Your next card is Moon Cycles. And we just went through a new moon, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. The full moon is a perfect time to release anything you're done with. The new moon is the time to focus on manifesting desires and intentions, and the evening before the full moon is an optimal time for healing and for recharging healing instruments such as crystals and oils. Spend time looking at the moon and notice how you feel in relationships to its cycles. As you discover the moon's connection with your vitality and moods, you'll be more in touch with its divine magic. Working with Haniel, his aura is bluish white like the full moon's glow. The crystal associated with Haniel is the moonstone, which has magical nurturing energy associated with it. Wear or hold a moonstone whenever you wish to feel close to Haniel. She will care for you with her nurturing mother energy and effect miracles with her love for you. That's crazy. I've got a moonstone. That's what a moonstone is, guys, if you haven't seen one before.
Pretty.
I know.
It doesn't do it justice on the camera, but
It really doesn't.
yeah.
I wish y'all could see it clearly. It looks like, I don't know. And then we got one more card, which is Hello from Heaven. Dad. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I can hear the baby killing me.
All right, so hello from heaven, Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Your loved ones aren't far away. In fact, they're quite near. In your quiet moments, you can feel their presence. These really are true visitations, and I ask you to trust your intuitions. You may notice dream visits from deceased loved ones. Know that your loved ones are happy, free of all suffering, and want the same for you. Your loved ones want to work with your guardian angels to help you be peaceful, so watch for other signs from heaven. Working with Azrael, Azrael is known as as the angel of death, since his primary role is to help people cross over to heaven at the time of their physical death. Far from being a morbid role, Azrael surrounds the newly crossed over soul with loving light to make the experience uplifting and comforting. Azrael helps deceased loved ones make contact with their living family members and friends. You can ask Azrael to bring you a message or dream a visitation from your loved ones in heaven.
That's so true, because you know what, Azrael, we've gotten that name on the spirit box several times. I don't know if you guys ever
Yes.
notice.
Mm-hmm.
We get the name pop up, and a lot of people wonder what that's from. So
Oh, yeah. Beth said, that's pretty loud snoring to hear him out on the porch.
Have a good night, Foxy Escapes. Much love. Thank
See
you
you,
so
Michelle.
much for coming by.
Much love, Michelle. Now, who's next?
James has been putting it down. He's got that list.
Sherry.
Dang, he's putting it down.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry is next. Sherry Shields.
Sherry Shields.
She is still here.
Sherry.
Sherry, Sherry, baby.
Think of your question.
All right, there she is.
Is it Sherry or Cherry?
Is it Cherry Shield? No, I think it's Sherry Shields. I could be wrong. Sorry if I mispronounced it.
One already fell.
It's... Oh, no.
Are you all liking the card readings? Are they helping you guys? The ones that have had readings so
I
far?
loved mine.
Good.
It was awesome.
Good. Good.
Okay,
I am
Cherry
told-
Shields.
Sherry. Sherry?
All right, Benny Loco, have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Good night, Benny.
Shetty. It's Shetty.
So I got 2 cards for Miss Shetty. All right. So the first card is Courage. It's a pretty card. Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. In this situation, you need to act upon your convictions, even if others disagree. I'm protecting you from harm and guiding you to be a loving warrior of light. As you stand up for your beliefs, you're a role model for others. This is an important form of spiritual teaching in which your example gives others courage to also stand up for their own principles. Working with Ariel, Ariel's name means lioness of God, and she reflects these qualities, including bravery, courage, focus, and elegant movements. If you notice images of lions or lionesses, this signals that Ariel is with you. Call upon her to boost your confidence and courage. Your next card is All Is Well. Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. This one's my favorite. Kayla actually got this before she, after she moved. I did a card reading on Kayla, my sister, and it's crazy. It says, sometimes what appears to be a problem is actually an answered prayer in disguise. When we ask for help, heaven may dismantle the old to make room for the new. During this time of change, practice relaxation methods such as yoga, deep breathing, exercise, and meditation. Ask me to make your transition smooth and harmonious for everyone involved, and know that this change is for the better. Working with Jeremiah, each archangel has a specific aura color. Jeremiah's is a deep eggplant purple. When you see sparkles of dark purple light, which I was talking about earlier, this is one way to know that Jeremiah is with you. Each archangel has a particular type of crystal aligned with their energy, and for Jeremiah, the crystal is the amethyst. When you wear an amethyst, you may feel even closer to Jeremiah's kind and loving energy. I love the amethyst, and if you don't know what an amethyst is, here's my pocket angel amethyst.
Aw.
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yeah. There it goes.
It's so pretty.
Party cup.
Next one is Rich. So Rich is next. Rich, are you here? Oh, that's your birthstone, you lucky. I love amethyst. It's my favorite. All right, Rich. Thank you for your question. Your worries. Well, did you hear that one?
Yeah, I think Rich is up next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich, are you still out there? Yeah, Rich is still there. Yes. Okay. Okay. Rich, you got 2 cards. Your first one is crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. After praying for guidance, be bold enough to admit what you truly desire. Know that you, along with everyone else, deserve the best of everything in all ways. Prosperity and abundance are God's wishes for everyone. You stake your claim on your share of the inheritance by forming a clear mental picture of your desires. Allow yourself to imagine that this desire has already manifested and experience the emotional and physical feelings of your manifested desire. Don't worry how the desire will manifest. The infinite creativity of the Creator will bring it to you in very clever ways. Simply follow any inner guidance, take steps to co-create this divine desire, and allow yourself to receive good as it comes your way. Working with Michael. Michael's aura is a royal blue mixed with tingles of royal purple. or tinges, sorry. When he's nearby, you may see cobalt blue sparkles of light. The crystal stone Sugalat is aligned with Archangel Michael's energy. If you wear a Sugalat pendant, you may find yourself channeling profound and loving messages from Michael when you speak. Your next one is Comfort. This is your last card. Archangel Azrael, I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. I love this card too. Even the strongest person experiences upsetting situations, and there's no shame in taking time to heal your heart. This is a good time for quiet reflection upon your true feelings. Write them down in a private journal and then call upon me to bring comfort to your heart and mind. I can help you sleep better at night and put your mind at ease. Working with Azrael, Azrael's aura is a beautiful shade of vanilla cream, a very pale yellow tone. He surrounds grieving and dying persons with this loving light to bring them comfort. When Azrael is around, you may see eggshell-colored twinkling lights in the room. The crystal creamy yellow calcite is calibrated to Azrael's energy, so holding or wearing this crystal may lend additional comfort. I hope that helped you out. We got Dawn. Dawn, are you still here with us? Yes, she is. I'm assuming that's a female, correct? When Dawn is spelled like D-A-W-N, that's a female Dawn, right? That's what I was thinking. All right, Dawn, thank you for your question. One's already fallen out.
Come on.
Good. I'm glad it did. And you're welcome. I'm glad I could do card readings now. It's cool. It is tiresome, though. Now I can see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
Okay, I've got two.
Hey, Greg, man, how's it going?
Hey, Greg. Okay, so you also, Dawn, you also got comfort. Would you like me to read that again? Yes, it does, Rebecca. And so you got comfort, the one I just read off, that last one I just read off, and then you've got clairvoyance. Let me know if you'd like me to read that off again. Yes, please. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me get to it again. Archangel Azrael, I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And that was Dawn. Okay. Even the strongest person experiences upsetting situations. I just lost my place. Really? Okay. And there's no shame in taking time to heal your heart. This is a good time for quiet reflection upon your true feelings. Write them down in a private journal and then call upon me to bring comfort to your heart and mind. I can help you sleep better at night and put your mind at ease. Azrael's aura is a beautiful shade of vanilla cream, a very pale yellow tone. He surrounds grieving and dying persons with a loving light to bring them comfort. When Azrael is around, you may see eggplant-colored twinkling lights in the room. The crystal creamy yellow calcite is calibrated to Azrael's energy, so holding or wearing this crystal may lend additional comfort. And that was the comfort card. Clairvoyance. It's a pretty card. I do have to say, these cards, like all kind of oracle cards, are always so pretty.
They are.
Archangel Raziel. Raziel? I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Your clairvoyance may come in different forms as fleeting mental images in your mind's eye, as dreams, as recurring sights in the physical world, as auras and energy, or as apparition experiences. All the facets of clairvoyance are beautiful and varied. Enjoy and trust them. Hold the intention of seeing only love, and that is what you'll see. Working with Raziel, Raziel's aura holds all the colors of the rainbow, like a beautiful prism of light. Working with clear quartz crystals magnifies clairvoyance and helps you feel closer to Raziel. I did not know that. That's really cool. So next, that was Dawn. So next is Melanie. So Dawn, I hope that helped. I hope that was good. Almost sounds like a spiritual awakening type thing. So Melanie, are you here? Think of your question. I really have no idea, but thank you. You're welcome, Dawn. Those were some nice cards.
Next on that list was
Melanie.
Haunted Jim was actually first.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it showing? Okay, so we'll do Haunted Jim first then, and then Melanie. Haunted Jim, are you still here?
Thank you guys so much. 31 people still in the house. I cannot believe this.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
I'm glad so many people have
60
stuck around.
likes on this stream too. I really appreciate it, guys. Seriously.
Well, Jim, I'm only getting one card for you. I hope Jim's still in here. If not, I'm going to go ahead and read off his card, and then we'll move on to Melanie. But Jim, yours is Spread Your Wings. That's really pretty. Archangel Ariel. And it just turned right to it. What's crazy about this is this one didn't fall out, but I was told to read this one because it turned over in the deck as I was shuffling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and that was like the only one. It's weird. That's the only one. Okay, so Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you are ready to soar. Although you may feel intimidated by the prospect of change and by the thought of moving past your comfort zone, you're ready to fly. Welcome new opportunities and know that it's safe to follow your heart and dreams. Keep your focus upon love, service and spirit, and avoid naysayers or skeptics. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. Working with Ariel, Ariel loves all living beings and gladly helps them all. She's a master manifester. I almost said manipulator.
I heard that.
Ariel. She's a master manifester. She's especially supportive of people who are healers, teachers, and service workers. She's very particular to the environmental area, and she works closely with the nature angels to protect and heal animals, particularly the birds, animals, and fish who live near or in the water. One way to work with Ariel is to participate in environmental work, including picking up trash near a lake, stream, or ocean, donating time or money to an environmental cause, or switching to environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. So that was Spread Your Wings, Mr. Haunted Jim. Mr. Jimbo. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. That is cool though, Jim. All right, Melanie, think of your question. Whatever is on your mind. This one is definitely standing out to me. And that one just fell. Whoa. All right. You got 3 cards, Melanie. And your first card is Chakra Clearing. That one's a really pretty card. Archangel Metatron. And you know Metatron was like one of the only archangels besides, I can't remember the other one. It's I cannot remember.
What?
But Metatron and Sophiel something. I cannot remember the name. They were the only 2 archangels that walked the earth as humans. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I can't remember the other one.
Oh my God, it's like the tip of my brain. Yeah.
Which is really, really cool. But I can't remember the name either. Okay. Archangel Metatron, it says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Yeah, Christine. That's so weird.
Right.
Me and my dang triangles.
Yep, Enoch. Which
So strange.
I would encourage you to read the Book of Enoch. That's a great.
Enoch. Ugh. Okay. Chakra clearing. Metatron uses sacred geometry shapes to clear and align the chakra energy centers in our bodies. Mentally ask Metatron to open your chakras, and he'll gently send his Metatron cube. The shape pictured in the card illustration. So that doesn't look like a cube to me.
The cube?
Yeah.
That's a representation of the tetrahedron. If you go to my Twitter page, I've got it pinned at the top, and it explains a little bit more about the tetrahedron.
Okay. So, through the crown chakra at the top of your head, the cube rotates downward, cleaning psychic toxins from your body and chakras. When your chakras are clear, you'll feel more energized and have increased intuition. Working with Metatron's aura is a beautiful violet and sea foam green stripes. The crystal aligned with Metatron's energy is watermelon tourmaline. Oh, I bet that's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I bet that is gorgeous. I want one.
I know.
I want like all these crystals that I've read on here.
I got this book of crystals, guys, and I want all of them in there.
Yeah, I'm like definitely want some more.
Definitely.
Like ASAP. So your next card is sensitivity.
Hey, TCTV's in the house.
Hey, TCTV.
Sorry.
Sensitivity. Oh, you're good. Interrupt me if you need to.
I was talking to Lou Rock for a second. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Say what's up.
Is it Haniel? 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 Haniel?
Hania. I can't even talk tonight.
Thank God you're not doing the card readings. It's okay. I've stuttered like 10 million times.
Haniel.
Good night, Jim. Haniel.
Hi, Jim. Take care.
Haniel. I'm just going to say Haniel because it's easier.
Daniel.
Yeah, right. It says, Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. This was one of my my cards. Shut up. I'm having such a hard time reading. Okay. Sensitivity is a beautiful and powerful gift, and there's no such thing as being too sensitive. Your sensitivity helps you know the truth about situations and people, and it's important for you to trust and follow these hunches, intuitions, and impressions. Spend time alone in nature to further develop your sensitivity. Avoid harsh situations and chemicals. At home or at work, ask me to help you choose life-affirming foods. Beverages, companions, and activities. Know that it is safe for you to feel deep emotions as they are a part of your sensitivity. Visualize the two of us sealed in a beautiful bluish white light. This light dissolves any lower energies, transmuting them into love. Helps you distinguish between your own feelings and those of other people.
I'm showing Tony I still drink Pepsi. He called me out. He's like, don't I normally support Pepsi, but I'm over here drinking Coke.
You know what's crazy is, Tony, I still haven't gotten my mac and cheese. What's up with that?
Right, Tony?
Working with
mac and cheese.
I know, right?
Kelsey.
I know.
Go make me some easy mac.
No, Velveeta. Much better than Easy Mac. Working with Haniel helps us honor and our natural cycles, moods, and rhythms. She assists us in embracing all aspects of ourselves, including our strengths, setbacks, and shadows. Call upon her if you ever feel unsure or bad about yourself. Haniel will help you appreciate yourself and see how beautiful you are right now. Lord. Can she also help you read? Because just asking for a friend.
It takes it from you, and then you get all.
I know. I was like, counselor. Dang, everybody's trying to be counselors. Archangel Azrael.
Sorry.
It flipped right to the page too. That's so weird. Probably because I've read it so many times. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Your life purpose involves counseling people in ways that uplift, motivate, comfort, heal, and inspire. You are a true spiritual counselor, and people find you to be a trustworthy confidant. Expand your counseling work to the next level because you're about to help greater numbers of people. Call upon me for guidance and support. Working with Azrael, Azrael's name means whom God helps, and he helps those who are helpers. He's particularly interested in helping counselors who work with the grieving or dying. Ask Azrael to guide your words and actions during counseling sessions, and he'll help you remain patient and compassionate. He can also help you enter the counseling profession and guide you toward schooling, internships, and a wonderful counseling practice. Interesting. Can I take a break for just like literally 2 minutes? That's it.
Yeah.
Guys. That's all I'm asking for is 2 minutes.
Yep, no problem.
So Tammy will be next. Guys, stick around. I need to like literally a 2-minute break so that I'm like not going trying to read.
It's also helpful. It really is. Try to go run your hands under cold water.
I'm gonna go do that.
I don't know. Do you have a clear quartz crystal?
I don't know where all my freaking crystals went.
Oh yeah. Well, hold one of your Even your a little angel.
My pocket angel, my amethyst.
Yes, amethyst will be good because that's tapping into your third eye and stuff like that. So just go wash
Hold it
your
while
hands.
I'm reading.
Yeah, cold water. Yeah, that's always helps me.
If
You're welcome,
Michael
Melanie.
Campbell is still in the chat, he is next. I don't know if you got him already, but just
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay.
All right, so remind me, Michael. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm also going to go pee.
Okay. Dot.
Dot 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 dot.
Dot. So, how's it going, John?
Oh, it's going fantastically well.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have not had. I've sacrificed a lot of my days off.
Oh.
So guys, the link I'm posting right now is for my new website. Well, it's not really new. It's been up for like what now?
Yeah, I checked that out.
5 or 6 months now.
You updated it at all or put anything
I
else?
have updated it with some of the newer investigations that I've done with Irish whiskey. I still have those 2 videos coming out. I just got to transfer them from my old computer, and that's why I've been having kind of an issue trying to get those videos out. Is my other computer's not working really well, and I have a video almost complete on there, and then I got another one. So there will be a new haunted hotel series coming out to the channel. I got another few hotels to investigate around here, so those videos will be coming out soon. We're also going to be doing a Halloween special, so look for at least I would say 2 to 3 videos this coming month. And there's going to be a lot of paranormal discussions coming up for the month of October. So there's going to be a lot of videos. So guys, definitely watch out. There's going to be some pretty cool stuff happening. We do have our place set in stone for our Halloween special. It's going to be at HSFL and Presence of the Unknown live stream. I am not going to say where right now, but it's going to be pretty awesome, guys. And definitely look forward to it. Let's see. We have 61 or actually 62 likes right now. Thank you guys so much. And still 30 people watching. I am not letting this live stream go right now. It has been so amazing. And we still have quite a few people on the list, so we'll still keep running this. It's been a pretty stellar live stream. Well over 200 views, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is just got some people interested in wanting to join us up here on panel. Okay, Michael Campbell left, so Tammy Burgess Rock Fam is going to be up next.
What'd you say about panel?
I got some people wanting to join us for a little bit.
Okay. And who is that?
I'll let you see when they get here. So.
Dot. It's a surprise?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise? Okay.
The best kind of a prize is a surprise.
Surplus? Is it a surplus surprise?
It's a surplus. Surprise.
Okay.
Okay, so who's next?
Everything come out okay?
Everything came out great.
All right, so Tammy
this water
Burgess
that I've been
Rock
drinking.
Fam is actually next.
All right, so Tamitha.
Tamethyst.
Tamethyst.
Ah.
Oh, I see who it is.
Yeah, we got Ghost Mafia and Blue Rock here.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Lou?
What's up?
Hey, have you guys heard the latest conspiracy?
What's that?
What is it?
Dog ham's not real.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
Is
my
a time
God.
traveler.
That makes
Oh
sense.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Time
gosh, is a
travel.
time traveler. I mean, look at it. The guy was alive in
Gemini.
1895.
It does look a lot
It's a
like him.
conspiracy.
It's kind of eerie.
Come on, man. You look at the nose, you look at the cheeks, the lips. I mean, even the way his eyes are shaped
Yeah.
are like
Mhm.
dead nuts. And if you like look at the original pictures, the shape of the head is almost exact. I mean, I'm not even joking here. I'm exposing Omar
I
Gosh.
shared it on Twitter.
Yes,
Omar-
I am going to
Omar
put it out
Gosh.
there. Omar Gosh is a time traveler
Hmm.
sent to the future to take over YouTube.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Tammy, you're up next. And I've already got your cards. So sorry to interrupt, guys.
Oh my gosh, you did not.
Oh my gosh.
So, guys, we have
What's up, guys?
Lou Rock and David from Ghost Mafia here on HSFL Paranormal. Real quick before we get to these next two, I'd like to both ask them their idea of how can you tell if a place is really haunted. I kind of want to hear the opinions of both of you guys and see what your theory is behind this.
I get a feeling right down in my ass.
Same.
Like, so that EVP is validated then that you
Listen, I swear.
ass.
Listen, let me tell you something. I was just in a building, and in this building, I wait. It started outside. I got an EVP that said "burn your butt,"
burn your butt. That
Burn
was
your
freaking
butt.
funny.
and then I'm like noticing. I'm like, wait a minute, my butt kind of burns right now.
I know.
What's going on with this? And then
what kind of ghost is burn your butt?
My biscuits are burning.
I
then
laughed. I had to like
That's a
double tap
fart,
on my
not a
phone and
spirit.
listen to it again a few times. It was funny.
no, dude, I'm not even joking. My
Had
ass-
nothing to do with that one chip challenge Clay sent you, right?
No, no.
But
I'll tell you what, my ass, it felt like something was biting me on my ass. And I'm not joking. Like I'm being 100%. I put my hand on a stack of Bibles. I felt like something was biting my ass that night.
yeah. Well,
But,
did you ever find the bug in your shirt, or was it just literally a spirit in the attic?
No, I didn't find anything, but what it actually felt like something slipped down the back of my neck of my shirt, and it felt like it was in there. And I don't know if it was a bug, what it was, but it scared the crap out of me. I was like, I'm out of
Yeah.
here.
I actually watched that thing twice. I
That
watched it
place is
twice.
so cool. That place was really cool.
Yeah, I would love for you to go back there.
Shawnee Park.
Cosmic Grandmaster said, all Earth is haunted, every nook and cranny. But if you're protected by the correct spirits and have the legitimacy accepted through Jesus Christ, nothing can enter you.
That's right. I'm protected by the Lord's Prayer and Smith & Wesson.
Mm-hmm. Lord's Prayer does it every time.
Oh, yes.
I'll tell you what, some places you really you could just tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, sometimes some crazy shit happens. It freaking happens. 98% of the time, it's when you stop to take a cigarette break, or you
Shut
turn your
off the
camera off
cameras.
for a camera. Yeah, oh yeah, that's when
Yeah.
everything starts to go crazy. And then you're like, gee, it's almost like they wait for you to turn your
Yeah,
camera.
they know.
Yep.
They even tell you that you're using your camera.
Yep.
Camera. Yeah.
Of course, it's a pretty. It's not hard to figure out if you walk through the front door of an old abandoned house and you hear. Then you pretty.
Or it might be Kelsey's dad snoring on the couch.
Actually, it's the front porch.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, the front porch. Oh, goodness.
And,
Best evidence
Ghost,
happens when the camera's off. Yes.
what is your perspective on that same question? How can you tell if a place is really haunted?
Well, first you have to check that place's balls. And you have to check if its balls are haunted. Because that's what I do. First of all, I check to see if there's any balls around and if those balls are actually haunted.
You know, if you're walking past an old abandoned house and you get that feeling, the hair stands up on the back of your neck and you get that feeling like somebody's watching you from someplace you can't tell where they're at.
Or if
Probably
you
good
feel
chance it's
drawn.
haunted.
Yeah.
Like, or if you feel
That's the kind
drawn
of place I like to investigate.
to that place, like you got to live there.
You know what
I
though?
don't know.
You know what though? Not always is like just because something is so-called haunted doesn't mean it's negative. And even I would say even when it is connected to murder, because I'll tell you what, being in the Lizzie Borden house felt warm, cozy, and at home. And I'll tell you what, if you listen to the stuff that came out on the box when I went there, it was like a family fight. It was like a family fight back and forth. It was like, you know, you're an ass. You did this, you did that, and yeah, I got a. It was a weird kind of vibe.
Even your spirit box session in that place, it sounded like the spirits were arguing with each other, like two sisters fighting.
Yeah,
it's almost like, are you picking up something that's residual but it's still in a time loop?
Well, I got the main things that stood out to me, and it came out at the house and at the cemetery, was he raped me.
Hey, David Oman just
David Oman's in the house. What's going on, David?
He said the murder, what happened at the end of the drive here at Cielo Drive private 50 years ago. Yeah, so he's talking about the Sharon Tate murders, the Manson murders back 50 years ago.
Hello, David Oman.
So he, guys, he just finished his book. His book is going to be coming out about his house and the Manson murders. So it's going to be pretty epic. I'm looking forward to reading it.
We actually, that episode of EVPs that we had him on, that was pretty interesting because, you know, I never expected to get on that call with him that night. And it was just a half hour before we went live. And I was like, David, you want to be on the show? First half, we're going to be covering what we did at the West Virginia State Penitentiary. And then the second half, we'll cover the Manson murders. And at the end of the show, I was like, David, you know how these two things actually tie together? He's like, no. I said, well, inside the West Virginia State Penitentiary in the museum is a letter from Charles Manson to the warden asking for permission to be transferred to the West Virginia State Penitentiary to be closer to his mother that lives just 5 miles down the road. And for that whole show to come together the way it did.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was like it was meant to be. That thing was epic, man. That was an epic episode. That was a phenomenal episode.
Definitely.
And I'm so appreciative that David was able to come up on the panel with us and be a part of that. It was really cool. So thank you, David.
Yeah, that was a great episode. I remember that. That was amazing. David is a truly great guy. I always love going down to Los Angeles and visiting his house when we have the chance. I'm hopefully going to be doing it soon again. So I look forward to that. Lou, speaking of weird connections, so you know the new Spirit Box.
Yeah.
So the other night I was doing a live test on it, and it said your name 4 times.
Yeah, you know what Zara told me is, do you know what they call that box?
The Devil's Box?
Yeah, the Devil's Box.
Yeah. I just learned that recently from, I had a special called I Found the Holy Grail ... of spirit boxes. And, and I actually, somebody who has a bunch of these different ones said, did you know you bought the Devil's Box? I was like, the Devil's Box? I've never heard of that. He's like, yeah, the hacked box from Time Lord is known as the Holy Grail is known as the Devil's Box. I was like, wow, I did not know that.
And I like it.
Right.
No, it has so much less of the clack clack clack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't take that. Yeah, I can't take that. I can't take the clack 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 clack. It's more of a just constant white noise sound.
Yeah.
And the freaking responses are so
uncanny.
much clearer.
Oh.
So I mean, I swear by the SB7. I've gotten some amazing results with it. I've seen some weird things happen with the SB7, like it changing its speed on its own, like faster, slower. Like they're manipulating that box. They're doing what they want.
Oh
with it.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Big time.
I'm fairly new to the Radio Shack box, but I've just noticed that things are a lot clearer. I like it. I think it's cool.
I'd like to get one, but I wouldn't even know where to start to try to get one of those.
They're not easy to find, but every once in a while you could find one, and they're expensive.
Yeah, the one that I purchased was around 150.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're expensive. The hacked boxes are expensive.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
actually cheap, to be honest.
Try buying there's a couple other boxes out there that you could go and try to buy, and
I think they're like 300, aren't they?
yeah, the one I was talking to you about, the blue one there, that one is so expensive. But on the other hand, that box is quiet too, and that's why it's expensive. It's another hack box.
The craziest part is that, you know, when Radio Shack was selling those as actual radios and not as spirit
What were they,
boxes,
$7?
they were like $10.
Yeah, you're talking about just a cheesy wave radio, right?
Yeah, and you're just putting a jumper wire in place inside when you hack it.
Well,
crazy is that?
Well, those were the first radios that had that
digital scan feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all you had to do was go in there and solder a jump wire from one side of the board to the other.
And it stops it from stopping on a channel when it comes through.
Yep.
That's what it does. Well, I'll tell you what. I had some
to you and Lou. Just letting you guys know. Ghost Mafia and Lou Rod. TCT says hello to both of you.
TCT.
So I had a troll come into the chat. And it was in my comments, and they go, you're not doing nothing with that radio thing that you got. Get a real spirit box.
God.
Like, what do you think a spirit box is? It's a radio.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? Are
That's
you really
so
serious?
stupid.
Hello.
I gotta do one of those videos with all the mean comments and then respond to them.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Like, really? Like, that would be cool.
That would be funny.
Oh yeah, so that's my next tool. Citizen ZTV just brought it up. Yeah, soon I will be getting my SLS camera as well.
Yes, I got to get mine dug out. I got the cord for one. I can't get it to work. I got to send MudCon one of them, and I haven't been able to get the damn things working. I don't know why. I don't know if I need a different camera or what. But
hey, Chuck's Crazy Backroads. He says, hello, everybody. What's up, Lou? Just got done filming and popped in to see that you guys were on, and I dropped by to say hi to all y'all.
What up? Yeah, I just shared this out on Twitter, too.
Oh, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I just retweeted it, actually. I really appreciate it.
Out there in the chat, let's tweet this out. Let's get a bunch of people in here.
Yeah, we have right now 35 people in the chat, guys. Thank you so much. Mel Godoy, I would, the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis are my next cars to sell. One day, right?
Well, when you start rolling.
You start selling them, my next car to own is going to be a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. How
Yeah, I
about
think
that?
John's gonna
How
be the
about
next
that?
one that owns a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Keep selling cars.
Actually, I would never buy one because they go from 0 to felony really fast. And
See, I want to take mine and put it up on like a 4-wheel drive chassis with about 44-inch super swampers underneath of it and take it to a mud bog.
hey, there you
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
good if
I've
I could
actually
ever-
I've actually sat in a couple Ferraris. My grandfather's business partner had one, and that thing was ridiculously fast. He had a Ferrari and a Maserati, and it was just. But it's like honestly, I just don't see the purpose. Like when you could have a nice like $60,000 4-wheel drive truck.
That I was just about. You know what?
Could you see me pulling up to Brushy in a big old jacked up 4-wheel drive Lamborghini?
Right?
You know what? I was just about to say that if I could buy any car, the car I would buy is I would buy an old Ford, the same truck that I already owned. I'm gonna buy another one. I'm gonna get another one.
Talking about SLS cameras, Lou, you should set your backup for live streams sometimes. Be cool if you could set it up and take it out and make some cool videos with it too. Said Toxic.
Yeah, that thing is a pain in the nut sacks.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't mind taking that out to like a place that has power and stuff like that, but for abandoned buildings, it's such a pain in the ass. You need a power source. So then either you got to run a generator or run a freaking extension cord from your car or whatever it may be.
Hey, David, I would totally be down. That is my next thing on my list is to start doing more podcasts. And that might be outside of YouTube. I want to start outreaching to a couple more places to start trying to get some paranormal panels going that are not necessarily live streams. I kind of also want to start branching out to some podcasts as well.
Check out there's a website called TalkShoe.
TalkShoe?
TalkShoe. You can do free webcasting there, and that's where I actually used to have a radio show on TalkShoe back in the day called Haunted Valley Radio, and that's been 10 years ago now, 9 years ago.
Dude, that house behind you looks exactly like a house that I did an investigation at.
Oh shit. That's
It
awesome.
does. It looks exactly like it.
And I just got this off of I wonder if they had gotten this house from some location because I got it off of a free template off of this art app called that I do all my thumbnails on. It's called BAZAART, Bazart.
Bazart.
Yeah, Bazart. They have like all these free downloads for all these different templates for backgrounds. And then I digitally inputted the moon in there and then the hills in the background. And then I put the house in separately. It's like
No, it's cool. It reminds me. I mean, it's not the house, but it just reminds me of it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That house, actually, they wanted almost $2 million for it, and it was in that condition. It looked just like that. Oh yeah, $2 million.
Where was it? Boston?
No, it's in a town called Wilbraham, Mass, and that's the richest area around here.
Wow.
And
that's crazy for
even a house like that.
Massachusetts.
Oh, dude, you go to Holyoke, Mass. All right, Holyoke, Mass is like the most dangerous city in Massachusetts. But you go from complete ghetto to the most amazing mansions, and I'm talking $30-40 million mansions in just a couple feet. Like you got people doing drive-bys, and then 15 feet up the street you have, and there's famous people that live up there on the Holyoke Mountain. There's a ton of people up there, movie stars, all kinds of stuff.
Wow. Is that where Tom Brady lives? No.
Nah, not too far away from Foxborough.
Yeah. He would probably live more in somewhere like Boston or along the coast.
Bill Cosby wanted to live here. They actually shot him down. He wanted to live in a town called Long Meadow. He was going to buy property there, and the town told him that it would create too much
Controversy.
well, they said it would be like a security thing. You know, they'd have
Oh.
to send more police around and all this stuff. So it was, I don't know how they could tell somebody they can't live somewhere, but
Yeah, that's strange.
I'm pretty sure they did tell them
Wow.
not to move there. But
Sounds like Florida is one block is a dump and the other one is luxury homes. That's how Los Angeles is too. Parts of it. There's a lot of areas in Southern California like that are like really dumpy houses, and then they go to like these mega mansions with very little in between. And those run down houses are just as much. It's all because of the neighborhood. But yeah, no, I think we had a couple more people that were looking to have their cards read. I think we had Tammy Burgess Rock Fam that wanted her have her card read by Kelsey.
Yeah, I've got her cards ready whenever.
Cool.
All right, Tammy.
I had another troll comment that said, and oh yeah, Lou, he just mentions all the people in his chat like they don't know their own names.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Like, are the yeah like
Wow.
like okay, so now you can't recognize the people in your chat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
they'll find some. I mean, I get some really outrageous, silly stuff, but it's funny. Some of it's funny. Some of it you just gotta laugh at. Like, yeah, no, how dare I mention anybody in the chat? That's a no-no.
My god.
Toxic says it as it is. What the fuck? This person must be an idiot.
All right, Tammy. I have your cards. I've got 2 cards. The first one is Remember Who You Are. Archangel Michael, you are powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. You are made in the image and likeness of your Creator, so you embody aspects of all those qualities. Your inner divine light is pure and bright in truth, and no mistakes can undo God's handiwork of true perfection. Don't be afraid of your power, your magnificence, or your wisdom. When you succeed, you inspire others. When you change your life so that it's more aligned with your interests, you inspire others. Be powerful, be magnificent. This is who you are. Working with Michael, Michael's name means he who is like God. Since he emanates whatever, the Creator's awesome qualities of love, power, strength, and unwavering faith. When you call upon Michael, your own similar qualities are enhanced and magnified. Ask Michael to enter your dreams and clear away any fears that are blocking you from fully enjoying and living your spiritual gifts and qualities. Michael works especially well with us while we're sleeping, since that's when we're most open-minded and receptive. Your other card, last card, is Angel Therapy. Archangel Raphael. Let me get to that one really quick. And it says, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Have you asked us angels for help with your situation? We can only help if you give us permission. Right now, close your eyes and take a deep, cleansing breath. Then mentally call upon your guardian angels and the archangels to help you. Don't outline how you want to be helped. Just tell us what situation you'd like help with. Most important, be open to receiving help as it comes to you. The help might be in the form of a hunch, an intuitive idea, or a direct intervention. If you receive any receptive guidance, it's important that you follow it. Working with Raphael, ask Raphael to surround anything needing healing with the emerald green aura. The crystals that are aligned with Raphael's healing energy are emeralds and malachite. And that was your cards, Tammy. I don't know if there's anybody else that's wanting cards. And if they're still in the house. Up next is Dreamwalking Angel. Nelisha, are you still here?
Yeah, Dreamwalking Angel is up next.
I think Dreamwalking Angel might be upset with me.
Oh no.
Remy Moore, welcome. Thank you so much for joining.
Well, because every time I have a bad dream, then I'm on the phone with her and I'm like, what the hell does this dream mean? But when I don't have dreams, she's like, well, Lou Rock, you know, I see I'm really important when you're not dreaming.
Guys,
You,
if you don't know who the hell Lou Rock is, go check out his channel. He has over 20,000 subscribers, amazing paranormal channel, awesome urban explorer. Guys, definitely go check out his channel. Same with Ghost Mafia, another one of the awesome paranormal YouTubers. He goes to so many.
Oh, I ain't got no 20,000 subscribers. What are you talking about?
Did you see? All right, listen, what happened to me, it happened to a lot of people about like 2-3 weeks ago. I go and I'm going to check on one of my videos just to see how it's doing, my last upload. And I go on there and it says no subscribers.
Yep, same thing happened to me.
Dude, oh, my heart dropped. I'm like,
oh wow.
what? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm ready to go like postal, like nuts.
Yeah, I had my live subscriber counter on my phone and it dropped my subscriber count into 0 and I was like, oh no, what the hell? And then I went to Presence of the Unknown. That one was zeroed out. I went to Lou Rock. I went to Ghost Mafia. I went to everybody and said all of them were zeroed out. I'm like, no, what the hell is happening? And
yeah, James put it up. I saw him put up.
Oh, James got hit too?
No, James the sharpshooter. He was talking about it on like Facebook or something, and I was like, oh hell no.
Didn't they take away the check marks, but now they gave them back?
Yeah, they a lot of YouTubers fought it. And so you get to keep your badges if you've already got them.
Here's the deal, all right? And this is like the big thing behind that. If you get that check mark, you fought your ass off to get that, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've busted your ass.
Absolutely.
And so this is just an opinion, is that what they were trying to stop is when a channel goes into another channel with a check mark, of course that channel gets recognized, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it helps that channel grow even more. But don't you think that person deserves that badge? You know what I mean? Like they busted their freaking. You know how hard it is to get to 100,000 subscribers? It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Hard.
it's a lot of work.
And a lot of people don't get to that.
Yes,
You know?
and
you still bust your ass, and you want a badge.
I'll tell you what. I think that anybody can do it. I think that anybody who wants to do it can do it.
Absolutely.
Just I don't think they understand the extent of what it takes to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can go and you could look at, there's movie stars, there's people that are on, you know, regular network television, there's rock stars out there that have less than 10,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to their channels, I'm like, wait, like this person only has 10,000 subscribers? Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yep.
so
It's because they haven't gotten that viral video, or, you know, they're
not true. I see
No, I'm talking about
channels.
old, like people that have been around. They had their hits.
There's a
Yeah.
channel I'm watching right now, and it's a guy who does these sleepovers with like people who've been in horror movies. Every video he puts up hits at least a couple 100,000, and he's got a couple actually he's got a few that got millions of views because he's had some really famous people up on his show. The guy got 11,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
wow.
But
I actually know YouTubers who have their sub count is hidden, and they get in their chat hundreds of people in their chats, like legit hundreds of people in their chats, and in reality, they don't have any more subscribers than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But they've been on YouTube for years. And that's another thing that it takes is time.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
A lot of time. I mean, there is your few breakout stars that you know get there within a couple months. That's very rare. But most of the successful YouTubers that I know, they didn't get there overnight. They were on YouTube 5-6 years before they even started to get anywhere.
Yeah, it does take time, and it takes time away from your family. It takes time. You're definitely sacrificing a lot to be a YouTuber, you know, and it's hard to equal that time out. But, you know, you can also find that time. You know, you can work. That's the hard part, is balance when it comes to, and, you know, I don't have a ton of subscribers, but I know it's hard. I know it's hard. You know, I work on my channel. I'm live 3 days, 3 days a week. And then when it cools off, I'm going to start doing more videos and stuff. That's going to take time. It takes time to edit. And Lou, I know you take a while to edit your videos, because I've heard you talk about this before. You want it to be perfect. You want it to be the way you want it to be. And there's times where you've made videos that you don't even put out there because you don't like the way you've edited it. However it turns out.
I've trashed a lot of videos because it was just like, well, nothing happened. Like there's nothing.
But the thing is, though, like, I know that you want something to happen, but at the same time, not everywhere we go and do paranormal investigations, something, you know, not everything's going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, if like just nothing happens, like nothing, like
yeah, you don't want it to be boring.
Dead. I've gone places where the spirit box is just dead quiet, like a no zone, like,
and it pisses you off.
You know,
been there, done that.
Thing is, certain videos, like those videos for the little girl, Tammy, she went missing 25 years ago. They found her body 4 months later. She's never gotten the media attention that she deserves and her family deserves. And those videos are very important to me. So those videos took a lot of time doing the narration with Ghost Mafia. I put my heart and soul into those videos.
And you know what, Lou? You can see that, and I appreciate your videos. You work your ass off on yours. I mean, your editing is like...
I mean, it took me for the first one, it took me 3 weeks. For the second one, it took me 2 weeks to edit. But the video I just shot with that the old cars and all the antiques in it, that only took me 3 days to edit. So it depends on the video.
Imagine being a daily vlogger. Jesus.
Yeah, you know what though? But if you notice, a lot of those people have an editor.
Yeah.
Okay, so an editor, that's one good way to take a lot of the time right out of it. So now you could just start banging videos out.
Hell
But
yeah.
that's
Not only that, but the 2 videos you've done for Tammy, you almost have to edit those twice, because once you get the video edited, then you have to edit in the voiceover stuff and make everything fit, the timing work. So it can be very time consuming.
Trust
having
me.
to do it twice.
No, dude, you don't even understand. It's a mess. Like, cause you have to. It's a lot. There's a lot. Like, yeah, the intro, the outro,
Oh God, yes. It's stressing me out just thinking about it.
Yeah, no, it can.
I mean, there was times that me and Lou were on a call, and he was like, "I need something here, but my mind's a blank. We need to work out like a script. We need to know what to say here." And we'd spend a couple hours just pounding out what to say for a 20-second clip.
Yeah, 20 seconds, and we just trying to get the words right, and yeah. So it depends on, because one video that I like to do, and I suggest doing like a 30-minute alone challenge.
Oh God.
A no edit 30-minute alone challenge.
I actually like the no edit stuff, because it's harder to refute any evidence when there's no edits.
It keeps it so raw. I love it.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, though. You have to keep it at a half hour. You can't go in, because see, what happens is you get excited, you go in, you're at a location, and you end up with 2 hours of footage. And another thing is, like, yeah, I would leave up more stuff unedited, but I don't think people need to see me twisting my camera around or dropping it, or just stuff, just noises. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through some bushes, and it's if somebody was wearing headphones, it would just kill their ears. So sometimes you just got to cut some stuff out.
Yep. I agree.
But
I can't wait to do this overnighter for our Halloween special. I'm definitely going to be doing a 30-minute alone. My first one that I've ever published. I filmed actually a couple of them, but I ended up not getting any evidence when I listened through everything, which just proves that not everywhere you go is haunted. But yeah, so I mean, this place.
That's the topic. How do you tell if a place is haunted?
Yeah, how can you tell if a place is haunted?
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think it's the place. Sometimes I think it's the person.
That's true too.
That's true. I didn't even think on that one.
Yep. You can definitely go to a place that might not have activity, but you might have some attachments from somewhere else that follow you.
Are we talking about haunted balls again?
Not those kind of attachments.
Listen, you know that haunted balls are always on your mind.
Oh, Lord. ...
All right, so I do have a card reading for Nelisha.
Yep, Nelisha, and I believe
Mel.
Don Royals.
Oh, Dawn's after Nelisha.
Yep.
All right, Miss Nelisha. Your first one, you got 3 cards. Your first one is overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah. So let's see. I need a better light in here, guys. I can't see in the dark. It says, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. See, I can't see. The challenges you faced have made you stronger and have taught you new lessons. Instead of becoming bitter, you've opened your heart with compassion toward people in similar situations. You've let go of any blame or feeling of victimhood. This is why you are now overcoming your previous challenges. Your positive outlook
I shaved
is
my knee.
attracting a loving solution and new situations as a higher level of spiritual understanding. Stay positive. Working with Jeremiah, Jeremiah's name means mercy of God. And when you call upon him, Jeremiah delivers mercy to you and everyone involved. Jeremiah guides you and others to act in loving ways. He also helps you adopt a merciful outlook, which enables you to consistently treat yourself with respect and tender, loving care. Your second card is creative writing, which is a card that Christine got earlier. Hey, Lady Swan.
Lady Swan.
Let's see. Let me get to that card or the it's Archangel Gabriel. Making time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Your soul longs for creative expression through writing. I can help you schedule this activity. Honor any inner nudges that guide you to write. The writing may be for your own enjoyment or may be a cathartic experience of self-expression in a private journal. As you work with your connection to the written word, you may receive divine guidance to write articles or books for publication. Call upon me at any time to guide you through this process. Working with Gabriel, as the messenger angel, Gabriel loves to help writers and journalists deliver healing messages. Like a loving coach, she'll urge you to delegate your time and energy toward writing. Gabrielle can also open doors that allow for publication of your articles and books. If you'll ask for her assistance, most of all, she'll help you enjoy writing. And your last card is All Is Well. Archangel Jeremiah again. And let me get to it really quick. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Sometimes what appears to be a problem is actually an answered prayer in disguise. When we ask for help, heaven may dismantle the old to make room for the new. During this time of change, practice relaxation methods such as yoga, deep breathing, exercise, and meditation. Ask me to help your transition smooth, to make your transition smooth and harmonious for everyone involved, and know that this change is for the better. Working with Jeremiah, each archangel has a specific aura color. Jeremiah's is deep eggplant purple. When you see sparkles of dark purple light, this is one way to know that Jeremiah is with you. Each archangel has a particular type of crystal aligned with their energy, and for Jeremiah, that crystal is the amethyst. When you wear an amethyst, you may feel closer to Jeremiah's kind and loving energy. And this is my amethyst. See if I can make that show up a little bit better. That's my little pocket angel.
Oh, Lou.
Ow, I'm stuck in your pocket.
Oh.
I threw mine across the room about an hour ago. My penny. Oh wait. I'm just kidding. Let's try to get as many people as we can uncomfortable in this chat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey. All right. So that was yours, Melisha.
I've got a pocket angel too. I carry with me.
Well, I have a.
It protects me. There they
Oh
are.
my God. I have a pocket full of sunshine. I had to. Okay, who's next? Dawn Broyles, are you still here? Dawn. Oh, Donnie.
Dawn.
Oh, Dawn.
Donnie.
Well,
Donathan.
if Don's not here and Ghost Mafia or Lou Rock wants a reading.
Donald.
Doing card reading, honey? No?
Oh.
Sure.
Pick one. I'll take one card.
Okay. I'm going to pick. We'll see if this one's good. Brilliant idea.
Nice.
I have not
I
pulled
hope
this
I have
card
one
before.
one day.
It's Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition.
Fruition.
Huh?
Fruition.
Fruition. Thank you. All right.
That's awesome.
Perfect, guys. Well, I'm probably going to end the stream here pretty soon, guys. I was going to go find somebody to go raid their channel. If anybody knows a good channel to raid right now, I'm looking for one. I don't see many people live right now.
I hear Green Day Wacky's going to be doing a stream here in a little bit, but I don't think he's live yet.
All right. Here's your card, Lou.
Don't end it.
Your
I guess we
idea.
won't end it yet. I'll wait till we get somebody live here, and then, yeah, Green Bay's not on yet.
Didn't you have a couple people to read, or did you already read them?
Yeah.
Did anybody want a reading? Put a 1 in the chat if you haven't. If you want a reading, you have not been chosen yet.
All right, Lou, I'm going to read yours. Your idea is an answered prayer. Even though it may push you past your comfort zone, know that God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Ask for and be willing to receive all of the support that you need to bring the idea to, what was the word again?
Fruition.
Fruition. Thank you, Jesus. Know that I'll be there all along the way, and you can ask me for help at any time. I'm especially glad to give you ideas and creative insights to support your life's purpose. Working with Uriel, Uriel's energy is pale yellow, like a candle's glow. Whenever you need ideas or intellectual guidance, contact Uriel. His energy is aligned with the amber crystal.
You know, yellow's my color.
Really?
Yeah, I love yellow.
Here's the card again so you can look at what it looks like.
My dream car is a yellow Corvette.
Wow.
Yeah. I want a
How
yellow
funny.
Corvette Stingray.
So I did that reading a little differently than I've ever done it. And what I did was I laid out the cards and I put my hand over it, and whatever feels warm is the one I choose. So that's how I did it, and that was a good one.
Okay, so we got a new list. I believe Mel Godoy was next.
Mel Godoy. All right. Think of your question, Mel.
And then the WAW, the W-A-W.
Think of that question.
I see a face in your moon there, John.
Oh, yeah?
I see it too.
I see a girl's face in that moon.
Looks like a skull almost, but then again.
Yeah, kind of.
I see two faces. I see three, actually.
That wasn't intentional. That's just the moon.
I see another one. Yeah, you're right.
You're welcome, Nelisha.
Alicia, I had a dream last night. You'd be getting a phone call from me. She's like, I don't do that anymore, Lou. I'll tell you what, when she did that, she had done that for me once a while back. I've talked about this a few times, but I told her about the two most impactful dreams that I've ever had. One actually got me in trouble in school because they told us to draw our dream, and I drew a cemetery with an open grave, and then when we were told to explain what happened in our dream, when I told the teacher about my dream, they're calling counselors. And, yeah.
Oh, TCTV needs to be added to the list.
It was pretty crazy, but when she interpreted those dreams, I was literally in tears. Me and my mom, because my mom was sitting right next to me. We were watching it together, and it was crazy. But that's why
That's funny.
she's told me, though, it takes a lot out of her. It's not just easy to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Mel Godoy. TCTV, it was actually before The Wah. The Wah's number 3. And
So TCTV after Mel.
Police
Mhm.
Chaplain Missy, and then Beth Plant.
Okay, just keep me posted. All right, Mel, I've got your card. It was only one card. I think I'm just going to pull one card per person. I'm going to do kind of like what I did with Lou because it made it a lot quicker. So your card is Passion. Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Playing it safe can lead to staleness and depression. You've asked for more happiness and definite direction. I've lit the flame of passion in your heart to lead and guide you. It's safe for you to take risks and follow your heart's desire. Ask me to be your partner along with your path of passion to guide and nurture you. When you feel a strong knowingness alongside a burning passion, pay attention, as this is my way of grieving you or giving you God. I cannot read tonight. Giving you information about your next step. Working with Haniel. Haniel's name means glory of God. Haniel can help you grieve. Why am I saying grieve? That's like twice now that I've said grieve, forgive. Help you give glory to God by living at your highest potential. She'll groom your hidden talents and help you polish your skills. Then, when you apply your masterful ways to your true passions, divine magic occurs. So, who's after Mel?
TCTV.
Okay. All right, TCTV. This one, Christine, if you're still available. This one, I've read this one before, and this one might need a little guidance. Indigo and Crystal Children.
The Indigo kids, aren't those oh wow. Do you know about the Indigo children?
I don't.
There's a man on, he's passed away now. He's very smart, man. Do you mind if I promote something, John?
Yeah, sure.
It's not, I mean, it's not like it's, I don't know this person.
No, it's cool.
But there's a guy named Dick Gregory. And if you look up the name Dick Gregory and Indigo Children, he's a very, I mean, I've watched a lot of this man's videos, very intelligent man. He was a comedian from the 60s, I believe. He actually ran for president, and he almost won. He got 9 million votes in like one district. They thought it was a glitch, and they took those votes away from him. But yeah, Indigo Children with Dick Gregory.
And if you Google search it, there's actually a test that you can find out if you were an indigo child.
Well, dang.
Yeah.
That's neat. All right. So TCTV, it's Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. Your life purpose involves helping and teaching children. You're here to help these children retain and amplify their oh my God, guys, I can't read. Their psychic and spiritual gifts. Educate adults about natural and chemical-free ways to feed and raise these special children. The very young crystal children and the slightly older indigo children are important to the future of this planet. You can help ensure their bright future, and I will help you. Working with Metatron, if you feel drawn to help children, your own or children in general, ask Metatron for an assignment that mirrors your natural talents and intersects. Metatron works closely with psychic and sensitive kids, and he loves to help adults help these children. If you need more time, money, ideas, contacts, or other support for this mission, call upon Metatron. He'll help you manifest your needs to your focus, so your focus can be directed toward his beloved crystal and indigo children. Wow. That's interesting. Now I'm going to do some more research on that. All right, who's next?
Next on that list is the WAW. W-A-W.
Okay, the wall.
She
The
said Megan.
last card was for TC, right?
Yeah.
TC, what do you? I mean, maybe I don't know.
That
What do you?
thanks
do you
sounds
work
about
with
right
me
for
there?
me, as my son has the same gift as me.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
cool.
Interesting. All right, so now the wall. Yours is courage. That's a really pretty card. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. In this situation, you need to act upon your convictions, even if others disagree. I'm protecting you from harm and guiding you to be a loving warrior of light. As you stand up for your beliefs, you're a role model for others. This is an important form of your spiritual teaching, in which your example gives others courage to also stand up for their own principles. Working with Ariel, Ariel's name means lioness of God, and she reflects these qualities, including bravery, courage, focus, and elegant movements. If you notice images of lions or lionesses, this signals that Ariel is with you. Call upon her to boost your confidence and courage. And that was for the Wah. Now, who is after the Wah? Let's see. Where did Jonathan go? There you are. What the heck? How'd you come out of the dark like that? Who's next, John?
Next after the WA is going to be Misty. Let's see. So I guess it.
All right, Misty. Yours is passion.
What was that instrument sound? I don't know.
I heard it too. It almost sounded like a REM pod.
Really?
Yeah. And I looked at Diaries, and hers is muted right now, so it can't be her.
Wasn't nothing over here. You would have heard it loud and clear.
I turned mine off.
I swear my house has some weird noises that comes from this place. This is not the first time, by the way, that like I've caught in weird voices or people have heard things. I didn't hear it, but I mean, it's not the first time.
All right, so passion. The wall, you got passion. Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Playing it safe can lead to staleness and depression. You've asked for more happiness and definite direction, Jesus. I've hit. I'm done. Oh, I've lit the flame of passion in your heart to lead and guide you. It's safe for you to take risks and follow your heart's desire. Ask me to be your partner along your path of passion. To guide and nurture you when you feel a strong knowingness alongside a burning passion. Pay attention, as this is my way of giving you information about your next step. Working with Haniel. Haniel's name means glory of God. Haniel can help you give glory to God by living at your highest potential. She'll groom your hidden talents and help you polish your skills. Then, when you apply your masterful ways to your true passions, divine magic occurs. And who's after the wall?
Police Chaplain Misty,
How many do we have?
and then Beth Plant.
And that's it?
Yep.
Okay, so police chaplain who?
Police
Misty.
Chaplain Misty.
Oh, wait, was that? I think that one was supposed to be for Misty. Oh my God, I'm getting all confused. Okay,
Yeah, that one was for Misty. Next is Beth.
okay.
Hey, Brian Nelson, how's it going?
All right, Beth Plant. Spiritual understanding, Beth. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Let me find it. Your spiritual understanding is rising to another level as you open up to new ways of looking at life. Keep an open mind and let go of limited thinking and illusions. Pay attention to signs, information that comes to you 3 times or more. Notice geometric shapes and symbols in your physical and psychic vision. Know that your increased awareness may shift your relationships and career goals. I'll guide you through these changes so your life mirrors your inner experiences. Working with Raziel as the wizard and alchemist of the Archangel realm, Raziel helps us understand ideas that defy normal logic. He expands and challenges everyday thinking in ways that ultimately have healing effects. If you hunger for deep spiritual understanding, ask Raziel to enter your dreams. You'll soul travel with him to classrooms where he'll help you uncover truths and secrets. Upon awakening, you may not fully remember or understand Raziel's teaching, yet this knowledge is permanently embedded in your subconscious, where it guides you throughout each day. All right, guys, I am done reading because I'm like going hell.
Bunch of people are saying they're hearing weird stuff from my house. And then something just started moving my doorknob.
Yeah, I
That
heard.
happened to me yesterday.
I actually
Wow.
heard. I actually heard, son. I just texted John.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused because I don't know what the voices that people are saying. I'm like, wait, what? It's just strange. I don't know. I mean, I capture some weird stuff, but like people are like saying that they're like saying full word, like full on.
Yeah, like I thought I was hearing like it almost sounded like a TV or something, but
No, that was me. The TV. That was my kids' TV. I had to turn it off. But I heard a voice
when did you turn it off though?
5 minutes ago.
No, I heard this like literally like 1 minute ago.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my mom. I think my mom might be listening to her iPad, but I can't. I can barely hear it from here.
No, it's not like music. It's like literally conversation.
Conversation's going on over here. Lady Swan went to bed. TV's muted.
I'm by myself.
This TV right here is playing, but it's muted.
Now, I can tell you that I do have the air conditioner going on high behind me, and it's kind of a white noise. Maybe.
No, I definitely
something
heard
out of that,
a voice coming from John's house.
I heard a
And
voice, but I wasn't sure where I was hearing it from.
I swear it was from John's area.
Last October, when I was doing these live streams, like up till Halloween, I had the strongest paranormal activity I've ever had in my house. What the fuck?
What the?
What was that?
Something messing with my doorknob. Like that it's trying to unlock it.
Okay, turn off your screen. Let's look at it and see if we can see anything.
Okay,
Your,
let me turn off the effects. I don't know. That's creepy. I don't like that feeling. Like it feels like somebody's gonna break into my house kind of feeling.
Twice tonight, while in a private hangout, I thought I heard somebody coming into my yard, and my dogs even started going crazy. Sorry, I'm eating a Freezy Pop.
Oh, Green Bay just went live.
Oh, there we go. We're saved.
All right. Yeah.
We get a
I don't
reprieve.
know what that. See, it's still doing it. It's like either messing with my blinds out here, or it's my doorknob. And then I hear footsteps all night long out in the hallway. It's probably Janet. She messes with me. It's either Janet or the other spirit from the house behind me, the guy who killed his wife in the house behind us.
I would literally
I heard
freak
a
out
dude.
if that door closed behind you just now.
Yeah, let's not encourage them.
I heard a dude. I actually just sent John a text, and I was like,
again, what the fuck?
I was like, John, did you just say something? And he was like, dude, I didn't say nothing. And I'm like, I swear I heard like somebody say something from your house. And nope.
See, it's hard for me to tell if it's on my end or someone else's, because like my headphones are connected to my mic, and I hear the background noises.
Yeah, I'm not
you
doing
all
the
don't
spirit
hear.
box tonight, guys. I'm far too tired. I got 27 people in the chat left, guys. I'm gonna go raid Green Bay as he goes live right now. And I want to see everybody go see my. They're messing with my doorknob.
What are we saying on Green Bay's?
All right, we're putting in hashtag HSFL raid.
And there's the link in the chat.
All right, hashtag HSFL raid. Boom. All right, guys, I started it. Let's see what he says.
My computer is being so slow.
Oh, yes. Hey, just call me Dave Fish. Dr. Fish, you can call me Dave. Call me Wacky. Call me Yellow Bay Wacky, Green Bay, Green. I don't care.
Has he noticed it yet?
We're just having a good day.
Still hasn't seen it.
Blue Rock. It's an 8. I just went live. How can it be an HSFL raid when I've only been live for freaking 3 minutes? God. You were that, John. Thank you.
Come on, guys, empty out. Go over to Green Bay's. Come on, let's get everybody over there.
Whoa! Read right out of the gate. That's awesome. Kelsey's Paranormal Investigators. Investigations, I apologize. Good to see ya. Good joy.
I want to. Oh my god, dude! Something's seriously messing with my shit behind here. All right, guys, come on. Let's go over to Green Bay's right now, guys. We have. We have 20 people left in here. I want to see everybody go over to Green Bay's.
They're waiting for you to stop, man.
All right, so I'm going to head out, guys. Much love and light. And if you guys want to stay on for the after call, or you guys going to head out?
I've actually got a link to Green Bay, so
okay.
I'm going to head out.
Cool, man. No problem. You guys have a great rest of your night.
Much love, everybody.
All right,
love.
take care.
Bring a few friends up.
Everybody's leaving?
I'm staying. I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Much love. Good night.
All right. Much love and light.
Love.
Remember to always keep it spooky, my friends. Cheers and have a great rest of your night.
Dog him.